All right. All right. One away, runner at second. All right. Yeah, a little bit of a mistake by Altuve, playing heads-up baseball, but he pays the price because he was the only person that was aware of what was going on. It'll be Cabrera now with one away and a runner at second, so a base hit could be pretty helpful here. What's up, Bat Boy? What's up, Cromp? Why are East Coast games postponed? Ah. All right, runner gets to third, so we have a good scoring shot here in the bottom. Miggy gets the runner up. We'll see if Candelario can continue what has been a pretty hot streak. It's raining everywhere. Oh, that happens.
I mean, players from all the different teams have for Miggy. I mean, he's running off the field, and Luis Garcia is talking to him. And
all righty.
I mean, you know, you're watching a legend. I mean, and I don't.
Off to a good start with the likes, I think. I'm just getting my playback up, so now I can see everything better. All right, skip those ads. Hey, we're off to a good start. 8 likes. If you haven't left one, consider doing so. Helps the stream out. But how's everybody doing? Hopefully quite well. Up high for ball one. This a good audio? Yep. What's up, Peter? Hopefully everyone's having a good day. Audio's good. Thank you. What's up, Steven? Best of luck to the Astros today. Here comes a base hit. It's strike one, actually. 1-1 here from Garcia. Candelario's up with a runner at third with 2 outs, top of the first. Here's the 1-1. All right, cool. Ball 2.
Steady diet of four-seam fastballs. First
Clap. Boom, boom, clap. All right.
It was not a good breaking pitch to Candy, but maybe they learned a little bit of a lesson and said, okay, we're not going to slow things up just yet.
What's up, Brandon?
See if you can.
How you doing?
Good mid-90s fastball. Ryan Presley said as much after the game.
Here's the 2-1 now. And that'll be the third out of the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Tigers threaten but don't score. Beau Brieske's going to be pitching for the Tigers here in the bottom of the first. Beau Briesche's going to get his, his third start. So, see how all that plays out. Bottom of the first coming up. Commercial break on the way. It'll be Altuve, Brantley, and Bregman deleted off for the Astros. Altuve, Brantley, and Bregman. And then the rest of the Astros lineup, you can figure that out. Brieske, he's been all right. Nothing too crazy, nothing too, nothing too bad either. Oh, yeah, Badu, yeah. Fun fact about Akil Badu, he owns a barber shop. Yeah, I didn't know that either. I don't know what to do with that information, but, now you know. What's up, Neil? Yeah, it's Friday. It's a good time. My semester's over. I've already got one of my grades back, so I got an A in one of my classes. So far for grad school, if you're keeping count at home, that's 4 complete grades in for 4 classes done. I got my other class done, too. I'm just waiting on the grade. But I'm up to 4 A's. That brings it to a perfect 4.0. Grad school so far has been my absolute bitch. Yeah, I noticed there's a lot of USFL games on at 10 o'clock tonight, and I'm like, ugh, that's pretty bad. That's a horrible time to get eyes on the game. But yeah, so hopefully I did 4.0. Got an A in this other class, and I 4.0'd the first year. Would be idea. Mad Bum issued an apology. Yeah, he probably needed to. issue an apology. That was a pretty weird moment by him. It's like, dude, no, everybody's pretty sure you're in the wrong here, not Bumgarner. You're being a weirdo. What's up, Daniel? Hell yeah. You guys got rained out again today. But yeah, Altuve, Brantley, Bregman, Alvarez, Gurriel, Tucker, Pena, McCormick, and Maldonado here for the Astros. It'll be Altuve, Brantley, Bregman, bottom of the first. Hopefully, Dylan, we can win. How you doing, Dylan? How you doing, Nat? Welcome back. Yeah, Neil. Yeah, I'm hoping that it gets me into a good MFA program, which is kind of like the doctoral equivalent of the degree I'm after, I believe. Or I'll just try and maybe get a doctor. I don't know how that all works out. Foul ball. But yeah, Daniel, hopefully let's get this W tonight. You guys all having good days? Everyone who just started tuning in. 0-1 here for from Brieske coming up. Here's the pitch. Ah, shit. At least he didn't give up a home run on the second pitch of a game this time. Last night's game was tough. Yeah, it was a pretty raucous affair. It was tough to lose like that. But we probably should know, though, that we should stop bringing in Soto in non-save situations. He's not as good in non-saves, so keep him as a closer. Don't use him as a setup guy.
Not that it's a trend, but it is interesting with Brieske. In his first start on the second
pitch clock, yeah, it's a great idea. I can't wait for it to be utilized. I hate how long some pitchers take. Yeah, 4-game series, Bat Boy. Yes, sir. Nah, Neil, I don't like hockey. I'd fall asleep. We don't get one Verlander game? That's kind of shitty. No, I don't think so. There's a reason you probably don't want to put a guy who gets hurt for 20 to 40 games a season as your closer. Primarily, probably because of, like, role preparation. Like, say you move Soto to setup guy, right, which would be fine if Fulmer could stay healthy. But the issue is, like, you let Soto prepare as a setup guy all season long, say, then Fulmer gets hurt pretty much like clockwork, like he does. And I hate saying that, but he never finishes or plays a whole season. I don't even think he played a whole, like, shortened 60-game season. That's how often this guy gets hurt. And here's the 1-1, by the way, with the runner at first, nobody out, bottom of the first. Fouled away, 1-2. So, because I was thinking about this last night and kind of like to clarify my thoughts a little bit on the whole, what's up, Vincenzo? The whole Soto-Fulmer thing. If Fulmer could stay healthy for a season, I would imagine he should be the closer, right? Like, that's probably the right move. But the issue right now is if you prepare Soto to be a setup guy and don't let him get the work as a closer, prepare as a closer, kind of mentally be a closer, when and if Fulmer gets hurt, then we're kind of in a bad spot because we have nobody prepared to pitch as a closer. We've got, fucking Fulmer's hurt again. Soto's been preparing as a setup guy, so who knows how he's going to be in the ninth now. So do you see where that kind of like complication of Fulmer's bad history with his arm kind of like backfires as him being the closer? I guess that was the point I was trying to make last night. Like, if Fulmer was healthier, yeah, he'd probably be the better option as a closer. But again, can you point to a season in the last 5 years where he's pitched an entire season? Like,
really good game plan by
2-2 count now. I think I was just a little too fired up. JJ, that'd be pretty cool. How you doing, boss? No, I like the robo-umps. So, no, I think you might have misunderstood me. I'm a fan of all of the robo-umps and all of it, Peter. Yeah, I can't wait for all that. I'm like 50. Yeah, well, Dylan, you weren't listening to anything I was saying. You were just spamming that Soto shouldn't be the closer anymore, and you weren't listening. And I get you might have your opinion, but it's also like you weren't engaging with the conversation I was trying to have with you. That's when I get mad with people. It's like, dude, engage with what I'm saying, not just fucking meme sentences. That's all. No hard feelings. 2-2.
fouled another one away.
Thank you, Vincenzo. I'm glad some people understood what I was trying to say. But since it is officially summer for me, guess what I got for tonight? Cannabis-infused sour gummies from Wana. Wow, look how good these bad boys look. I haven't even opened the seal yet. I've been saving them. They're 200 milligrams. I'm eating every bit of them during this game here in a few minutes. Yeah, Vincenzo. And also, he's a great closer. He's just not very good in, like, setup roles. So the thing is, it's like, why would we move Soto to the thing he's not good at doing, instead of moving him from the role where he's blown 2 saves in his career? You know what I mean? Like, the guy literally has 2 career blown saves, I believe. 1 last year and I think 1 this year. So it's not like Soto just blows. No, he's actually very good as a closer. I think Michael Fulmer in the role of closer has more blown saves than Soto does. In way less tries, by the way. Also, remember, if you very short memory, 2 years ago, how bad was Michael Fulmer? He was very bad out of the. I know he's good right now, but again, don't be prisoners of the moment. You know, we'll see. Yeah, exactly, Vincenzo. You know, this is a long goddamn at bat. Holy shit. Hey, there we go. We get the out. That was an 8-pitch at bat. Good God. Altuve tagged and goes to second, though, so I guess it's kind of like a sac fly that moves the runner up. By the way, I don't think those if a player does that, I don't think they should get an out on their like an 0 for 1. I think that should count as a sacrifice. It's the same essence as a sac bunt to me. Like, that should just be listed as a sac fly because you moved the runner to second. I think that would stuff like that would help improve offensive baseball by leaps and bounds if they implemented that as a way of scoring or ruling hits. Anyway, you don't agree with that? Why not? Why not have the like plays that move the runner up be sacrifices, especially if it's a sac fly? How is it any different than a sac bunt? You move the runner up 90 feet, right? Isn't that your goal if you don't get a hit? I don't know. I just think that there's better ways that we could start scoring baseball. Because a sac fly is a sac fly. Like I'm sure that's actually written and like tracked by like, you know, like an advanced analytics. So I just don't know why we just don't score like that in the general average book. That's why average is kind of a bad statistic sometimes, because like that at bat hurt Brantley's average, right? And yet I would say that Brantley had a perfect at bat. He's seen 9 pitches or 8 pitches, and then he hit a ball and moved the runner up 90 feet. Didn't hit into a double play. Got out. That's a bummer, but he also moved the runner into scoring position. 2-1 here now to Bregman. Good pitch.
To tie up Bregman, 2-1.
I would say that's kind of, I mean, hey, Dylan, I have a counter to that. How come then a fly ball hit with someone on third is a sac fly then? How do you know that their intention was to score the runner from third on a fly ball? That could have just been a missed home run. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's really hard to start dictating scoring by intention. Yeah, yeah, but it's the same essence. You can't tell that that was the goal of the player. I mean, it probably was. But I'm sure the guy standing who moved the runner up, his goal was to get the runner over. You know? Regardless of if he reached or not. Just like the guy trying to score the runner. Regardless if he reaches or not, he wants that run in. Ah, fuck. That might be gone. Oh, no, we caught it. Hey, good outfield play today. All right. Hey, you got to love it when the Tigers actually look like they know what they're doing in the outfield. That's 2 good catches in a row for our outfield. One of those was Willie Castro.
Boy, Castro was out there earlier today, right around 1:15, working exclusively in that area with George Lombard, making sure he's got his footwork down, and it paid off on that at-bat right there.
Yeah, I mean, George Lombard.
Oh, good God. Yeah, that was actually a pretty good catch.
Hits balls off of the
That's a tricky outfield. It's like a really tricky out. It's a goddamn bullshit outfield.
Different unique aspects of this ballpark. You want to make sure that when you're going after that ball, you don't overrun it, or you know which way it's going to carry.
Yeah, I know, Vincenzo. It should be a routine fly ball, but I don't know. The outfield in Houston's tricky, because that giant ass wall they got all around it. It's a very friendly hitter's ballpark. This place. It's fucking just an easy double fest.
Last night hit a 397-foot single in the ninth inning, longest at Minute Maid Park in the last.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit. Dude thought he hit that whole home run, 1-1.
Admitted, look, he stared at it for a long time. Started to jog.
Rhinos. I mean, so is Yankee Stadium, Fenway. Who else got all in trouble from those scandals?
He admitted that it was his fault.
Only team who doesn't cheat is the Tigers because we're a good, honest ball club. Sad to see. Tigers should be named retroactive World Series champs because everyone else cheats. Oh, or 1-2 now on Alvarez.
You know, I'm gonna make a big deal about it, but then it's over with. And we were talking last night about, you know, just his success.
Yeah, the Yankees ballpark is bullshit. That's just for free home runs. They're like, our dudes hit 60 home runs a year. Yeah, I would hope so. Shit, I could hit a couple a season if I played there, and I haven't swung a bat in a long time. Like, I was hitting 330 like when I was 18 or 17, 16. You know what I mean? I didn't play when I was 18. But, like, you know, I could hit it at least 330, you know. Only reason I know is because my center field is 375 and I could hit it out over left center. So I know I could hit it at least 330, probably 350. But again, you know, all I do is strike out. Trust me, I had sick, nasty power, but the problem was I struck out every single time I batted because I sucked at batting. I was always I didn't wear batting gloves, though, so I was a bit of a hardo. I thought batting gloves were for wussies, and I'd talk shit about people wearing them. And I couldn't hit the ball for shit. I just thought I was a hardo. And I'd blast home runs whenever I did hit it. Basically, I was Adam Dunn at the plate, and if you know who that is, bonus points to you, because then you're like, oh, yeah, no, that makes sense about how you'd hit. Okay. Just imagine Adam Dunn. A lot of home runs, but holy shit, like 200. If I was to play in 160 games, I would strike out probably 350 times. The vast majority of my outs were probably strikeouts. I don't think I ever flew out one time. I've never grounded out. That's just, I don't think I've ever hit a grounder. Yeah, the Reds has been bad. Like, I genuinely never have hit a single in a baseball game. I don't think that's ever been a thing for me. I think I have one career double, 12 career home runs plus. I lost track. That's the only time I hit the ball. I have about a 150 career batting average, all extra base hits. I got an unreal slugging percentage, you know, it's up there in the stratosphere. And I hit missiles off the bat because I aim for home runs. I don't play these games. Yeah, low average. I'm talking, dude, I think I've hit the ball 20 times in actual games. But, like, 19 of those are probably home runs, and the rest would be doubles. And I walked a lot, too, because I didn't swing very often. Very good eye, by the way. I have a very good eye at the plate. I know what's a strike and not. I struck out swinging. Thank you very much. 2-2 now here with 2 away. Runner at third. Your boy would see 3 pitches on average. 1, 2, 3. I'm out. But if a guy was slightly wild, oh, I was walking. I was getting hit because I would talk shit while I was batting. Nice pitch, princess. Trying to get myself hit. Catch it, Willie. There we go. All right, we strand the runner. Good job, Tigers. Good job. Good pitching by Beau Brieske to get out of the first. All right, we'll go to the top of the second here. Oh yeah, no, I got hit all the time, dude, because I run my mouth when I play sports. Yeah, Nat, that wasn't good. He threw a lot of pitches there. A lot of foul balls off young Beau Brieske. But he's probably only going to pitch 4 or 5 innings anyway. Nat, he's like a super rookie, just kind of being called up due to injury. But, you know, he's got potential. We got a lot of these young super pitchers that have a lot of potential. Looks like it'll be Harold Castro, Scope, and Willie Castro, which is, oh, that's awful. Castro, Scope, and Castro. Thought we were past this. Are we talking like Deer numbers? 179 strikeouts. Yeah, Christopher, that's probably very accurate. If Rob Deere also only hit dingers. But then again, I was a pitcher, so I openly shit-talked batting. I also hit a lot of people when I'd pitch. I'd throw, you know, I never would throw it ahead, but I'd fucking wail it at people's ribs as hard as I could. Those are anytime somebody's seen me, like, if you were on the opposing team, because I had a bad reputation, and I was warming up throwing hard, you knew I was hitting the very first guy in the batter's box. I don't know why I did that. I'd regularly hit people. I don't know. Establish my dominance on that mound. Mind games, baby. Hey, Judy. What's up, Nick? Who do you think will hit a home run tonight for the Tigers? Scope. He did hit a lot of homers. Yeah, that's basically was my game. I tried hitting home runs. But I also have a really nice swing that is very powerful. That's all generated leg strength. But I can't hit. I don't know what it I miss all the time. I'm sure if I stopped trying to be a 500 homer guy, I could probably hit the ball a lot better. Because I see the ball extremely well, especially when I wear glasses. I hit everything. But like if I'm for some reason in a game, I go crazy and I need home runs. I don't like the idea of having to run the bases. I'm not good at that. Or I'm actually halfway decent. But I'm also very slow and it's embarrassing and I don't want to get thrown out from the outfield. All right, Harold Castro digs in. By the way, I've done that. Do you know what if you're still in high school or you're still in like a travel league, throw people out from right field. It's the greatest feeling you'll ever get in your life. I could throw baseballs real hard from right field into first base, and sometimes I'd tell the second baseman to let ground balls through so I could get them. Oh, that'll be a base hit. Hitting Harold comes through. I have no idea right now, Nick. It feels like the Dodgers are going to be going versus like the Yankees or Mets. It'll be like Dodgers, Mets versus the Yankees, it feels like right now. Oh, Steve, just check the pinned comment if you need a way to watch. I miss how a pitcher could go 7 innings, no problems. I miss the Verlander days of the park. Yeah, I do, Vincenzo, too. There are parts of me that understand why they only want guys throwing 85, 90 pitches now. All right, leadoff guy on for the Tigers. Castro has a 6-game hitting streak. Here's Jonathan Scope. Need him to hit a home run here, just to kind of get back into the swing of things. Come on, Scope. People are starting to get tired of this guy. 1-0.
Chance to just exhale a little bit, according to AJ Hinch. Watch what was taking place. Off to a bit of
He has a 333 career average versus the Astros. Runner at first, top of the second, nobody out. Nobody out. 0-0 score. It's getting dark in this room.
Key for him in the zone. Stay in the strike zone.
Yeah, Steve, for some reason, the MLB is really, really stupid about the way that they handle blackouts and stuff. Like, I can't use MLB TV to watch the Tigers games, and I live over 150 miles away from Detroit in the state of Michigan, probably. At least 100 miles, which is crazy. I probably live closer to Chicago than I do Detroit. Yeah, Steve. I mean, they're figuring it out. Bally Sports, who owns most of the TV rights, Sinclair, is creating like a $20 a month service to watch their sports. But that's the right direction. I think it'll be online. But again, it's like, why is the MLB not like working with teams to give them some of the MLB TV money? Because I know so many people who have zero issue paying $100 a year to watch their baseball team. I would, and I'm cheap as fuck. I would pay for MLB TV, zero problem, if I could watch Tigers games, on it. Like, that's the only reason I'd buy it, is to watch it.
AJ's done that, you know.
The tablet.
The offense struggling as much as it is. He's moving people all around. Just
Would love to see them Yankees Dodgers World Series. That'd be a great World Series, Chris. I would enjoy that. Tall players look slow, but cover a lot of ground. Yep. They got the long stride. 3-1 now. Good at bat here so far by Scope. Hopefully he doesn't swing at something stupid. Oh, you're watching on the toilet. All right, ball 4, 2 on, nobody out. Good start to the inning. Now up is Willie Castro. Hopefully you don't push anything, don't force anything, Steven. Let it all come naturally. You don't want to give yourself any kind of problems. Well, it's always my advice to people when they're on the toilet is just take it easy in there. You don't got to force nothing. If you got to force something, go to the doctor the next day. You increase your popcorn use and get the fiber up.
Jonathan Scope earns their first here tonight. 2 men aboard for Willie Castro.
Well, you like to see the early traffic.
Maybe go eat some Taco Bell. Yeah, because you guys were being annoying.
Just cash them in. It's nice to have the traffic out there putting pressure on the Astros, but got to take advantage of it and get on the board.
Huge hole right near shortstop for Willie Castro. They play him to pull.
Dun, dun, dun.
So the shift is
2 on, nobody out. Top of the second. Here's Willie Castro, and he all right. He got good at bat by Willie. Moves both the runners up. No, I don't get mad because my team loses. I'm mad because Tigers fans were being ridiculous about Greg Soto. I was pretty obvious about that, wasn't I, to everybody else? No. I don't get mad over losses in baseball. The season's far too long. All right, now up is Barnhart. Is stream for 10-year-olds? No, Steven. I was just making a shit joke when you were telling me that.
Good job moving the runners over.
RBI chances for Tucker Barnhart.
I was returning the favor on your doo-doo comment. Inside, ball 1. Pitcher's having some trouble finding the zone here right now.
AJ's just kept him down in the order, has not moved him up. I think he says, okay, he's nice and comfortable down there. I'm not going to mess.
Be nice if Barnhart came through right here and just kind of popped one over in the left field. Score both the runners with ease.
Jose Altuve is at second base. Shaking hands with Kyle Tucker in right.
Oh, shit, George.
In there for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Sheesh. Anyway, 1-1. Runners at second and third here for the Tigers. Top of the second. They're trying to get a couple runs in maybe here early.
And this is a different philosophy, just saying, I don't know if that's saying we're going to get to Beau Brieske.
1-1 count, though, for Barnhart. Let's see if he can cash in a couple runs to give Beau Brieske some support. Yeah, I know, Judy. Sometimes you just got to have some little bit of faith in him. And here we are. Even Willie Castro got the guys in a scoring position. That should get a run in. All right, 1-0 Tigers. There we go. Good job by the Tigers. They actually got one of the runs in. They got a guy in from scoring position.
Drawing first blood here in Houston.
Yep, Tigers scoring first.
What?
They haven't done that very often.
Oh, is that you, Dylan? I can get rid of you if you want me to, dude. I didn't know that you're a. I didn't know that about yourself. It's a weird self-admission. Probably don't want to admit things like that. You don't have to. He asked if the stream was for 10-year-olds. Wait, George? Oh. How is that guy a pedo? What if he's like 13?
A single, a walk, a ground out move, 2 runners up, and then the ground.
You're assuming a lot there, Dylan.
To bring home a run and get Jonathan Scope to third.
Based on that person's spelling, they're probably a child. But all right. 1-0. Ah, that'll end the inning. Hey, but hey, Tigers get some runs, though. They finally don't strand fucking both runners in scoring position. They get at least one of them. That's all I could ask for. Good God, it would have been miserable if they didn't get one of those. All right, Tigers take a 1-0 lead in the top of the second. Let's see if they can hold it here. It'll be Gurriel, Tucker, and Pena. Gurriel, Tucker, and Pena. All three of those guys having a pretty good season, starting to get a little bit better as the season goes on. So hopefully we can keep them off the board. Why do the Red Sox have to be so bad? I don't know. Are they having that bad of a start this year? Oh yeah, they're getting smoked on already. Sheesh. Yeah, Tigers up first here. That's not that bad of a record. 7 games under 500 is not that bad. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, if they consider their season, I mean, like, based on the way the AL East could go, their season probably could be over at the All-Star break. If it continues on this kind, yeah, like you're saying, if it keeps up, yeah. They might be in a hole too deep to come out of, so it might be worth it. Damn, this thing's sealed down there. Our record is not that bad. We just need some more wins. Yeah. If you take away all the losses, the Reds are balling right now, by the way. If you flip the Reds win and loss record, the Reds are the best team in baseball. So haters will say it's not true.
The changeup from Beau Brieske, the spin rate. What about the four-seam fastball, Dan?
Yeah, that's one of the things that has made him successful is the high.
Oh shit, Beau Brieske throws a spin rate of 100 higher. That's problematic. Hey dude, I don't care if you say trolly things, Dylan. Just don't spam them, please.
What it does is goes and gets to the strike zone and then just explodes. So it almost looks like it's rising to the hitter.
Those are tasty. Those smell good too.
Spin rate has become such a thing for analytics.
You don't need to say something more than once. I just don't acknowledge what you're saying.
Well, because it tells you, if you look at spin rate, you can say, hey, I'm doing everything.
Yeah, I would say so, Daniel. It's probably nice that they're out of the AL East.
So if you see at the end of the game or in between, you say, wow, there's a
Though arguably time zone wise, it makes more sense if they were to play out in the east side. What's up, Deb? How's it going? Deborah, sorry. I don't know if you like the nickname Deborah. Deb. 0-2. Brieske up quickly. Uh-oh. And Willie Castro with his third put out of the game. God damn, is Houston bombing these outs. Going good. Go by Debbie. Oh, okay. All right. There you go.
I'm watching Beau Brieske as wind up, and man, this guy reminds me of somebody. And I couldn't. Is it a former Tiger? Is it a current high school guy that I'm coaching? I can't get it, and I just was laying it.
All right, one away for Tucker now. Bottom of the second here. Good first, good way to get an out to start off the inning.
But when they side by side like that, it just looks so similar. And when I see him, I just think of.
Or Deb. There you, either works.
Well, listen, no one would be happier than Tigers fans anywhere. I mean, and
0-1 though.
Too. If you ever watched Brett Saberhagen, he was a phenomenal talent at the major league.
He has EDP as his troll. Oh, this guy really? Yeah, probably. Who cares?
All-Star. He won a Cy Young with Kansas City in 1989.
0-2. His last name is Pepperoni. He's either a child or a troll. It is what it is. Is that what his thing is?
Was win 167 games. That's not a bad career.
Can't even make out what the fuck his profile picture is. It's too tiny. Ooh, what a gnarly ass pitch. There we go. Down goes Tucker on 3 strikes. And Pena's up now with 2 away. Good start to the inning for Beau Brieske. Bottom of the second, 2 away. Now up is a promising rookie,
The
Jeremy
play
Pena.
is the one where he's got almost the same. The knee goes up, but the foot kind of curls back towards his right leg, and the follow through. And again, you be the judge, but you know you go home and you're constantly thinking baseball, right?
No, I just eat steak without. If I eat anything on my steak, it's usually like A1 sauce. If the steak isn't that good, but usually just eat the steak. I know how to cook where I don't need to smother my food.
I wonder if they have similar arsenals, not stuff yet for Beau Brieske, but arsenals.
I would say that they have the same 4 pitch.
Medium well, I don't like my food undercooked.
Beau Brieske's stuff is not.
But I also don't like it overcooked because meat gets kind of shitty like that.
Has to refine some things.
I have a phobia of getting worms. 1-1.
Pena's had a very good homestand with a couple of runs driven in. Or a couple of home runs, I should say, and 5 runs driven in.
You smell your own pee? That's cool.
Just about straight up against him.
1-1. You know, eventually I will get annoyed with you and just remove you from the stream, Dylan, right?
Detroit has Houston trailing for the first time in 5 games this week.
You're typing too much. I'm just going to let you know.
Add on runs.
2-1.
Nothing better.
Never feel comfortable, especially against this offense. Little 1-0 lead, grounded foul to make it
In
even.
fact, shut up for a
Just the
while.
long fly balls that already
Go somewhere
have been,
else.
say, just missed.
Yeah.
Quit typing so much. You're annoying. Anyway, 2-2.
And that's, you want to avoid that and keep adding on runs just like you said.
What's up, King? How's it going, boss? Yeah, exactly, T. Exactly. Pena the batter here with 2 away in the bottom of the second. Tigers have a 1-0 lead here.
Here's the 2-2.
3-2 now, full count.
A full count to Jeremy Pena.
I'm going to turn the light on here in a minute.
You're in one of these funks where you're not scoring a lot of runs. You just, you're in the clubhouse and you're saying, "Come on, guys, we need a lapper."
It's going to be a nice day tomorrow. You guys see that in the sky? I know you can't really see the sky, but you see how it's all red and shit outside? It's usually a sign that you're going to have a nice day the following day. Was it like red sky at night? What's the old sailor's limerick? What's up, Edward? Yeah, I know, King, right? Tigers are actually leading.
The 3-2.
Uh-oh. And as long as Castro makes the play... Oh, God. Baez. Why the fuck did Baez go for that play? Literally, what a... Dog, there's literally an outfielder there, Baez. What are you doing?
Baez had a long way to go.
Oh, my fucking God, dude.
And Pena never stopped.
Yeah, it was all the fly balls off the
Literally, Castro would have got that just fine. What? No.
got Willie Castro going back. Javier Baez
We play Houston, Detroit.
out and almost made a spectacular catch. Now you see Pena right there. As soon as he pops,
I'm glad there's an error. Oh, that's not an error, really?
but unlike
How is that not an error?
you saw him right after that, he went up and just
That's a literal routine fly ball that should have ended an inning.
Javier Baez with the good
Good
instinct.
God.
Fire is just a little bit late and can't get him.
Willie Castro playing
Let the outfielders field fly balls in the outfield. They're just not that deep. What's up, Martin?
hard contact. So
Ugh.
now it's Chas
All right, ball 1 in the dirt.
first start in the season.
Well, the defense is already on one. This is gonna be annoying. Red Sox are down 0-3. Yeesh. White Sox putting that thing on them right now. Wait, how are the Red Sox losing 0-3?
That's the way they teach him as the outfielder.
How does the score work like that?
Like that stays on his feet, and then
Do you mean they're losing 3-0?
get those head-on collisions that are so dangerous.
No, I'm just being pedantic. I'm just being edited out. I don't even know what I'm saying.
In the air, deep
Uh-oh.
center field. Badu going back.
That's gone.
Going back, and it is gone. A 2-run homer for Chas McCullough.
Well, that's pretty much expected.
Is in front.
Yeah, George, it's a joke. I was fucking around, dude. Dumb fuck.
Yeah, four-seam fastball. Tucker Barnhart wants it out, and it just catches a little bit too much of the plate. But that's where Beau Brieske.
I don't really have patience for people like that today. By the way.
You know, it's just a shame that you get you're cruising along with 2 outs.
Well, thanks to great defense, the Astros now lead 2-1. Routine fly ball should have ended the inning, but of course the Tigers can't field routine fly balls, I guess. And now the Astros lead 2-1. 1-1 now. Shit, I don't even know if we should re-sign AJ Hinch. We can't fucking. This team can't field worth the fuck. Most robbable home run I've ever seen. And now we just gave up a home run to a guy hitting 74. Ugh. No, it's not bad luck. It's piss poor fielding. This shouldn't be happening, and this is squarely on our piss-ass poor defense. Ugh, that was a bad pitch, though. I wouldn't throw. That was. Why did he throw right down the middle? Well, this is going to be a long game. Tigers can't field the ball already. Great miss by Robbie Grossman, too, trying to even be close to Robin. I don't even know. I honestly don't know what the fuck Robbie Grossman was looking at right there. But we just gave up a home run to arguably one of the worst hitters in baseball, so that's pretty phenomenal. Yeah, I would say so. At least 3 runs now because he couldn't fucking let a fucking outfielder field a fly ball in the outfield. What's up, Woods? How's it going? Well, Astros now lead 3-1. Really wish the defense wasn't god awful.
You're feeling terrible. That's all you can do is just regroup, start over, and that's all they get.
All right, well, glad it's early in the game at least. He's going to give up another home run, watch. Oh, okay. That would have been a pitch to give up a home run, though. Yeesh. All right, kid, don't get too discouraged. Don't start leaving pitches over the middle of the plate like that. You're going to just get shelled. I'm good, man. I'm good. Just chilling.
A little high, 1-1. It's the second time this season Houston has had back-to-back homers in a ball game.
2-1. Well, to be fair, the inning should have ended already. I would say this isn't really his fault at this point.
Change-up combination are pretty much on the same plane. You know, they come in and they're basically straight. There's a differential in speeds, but you don't really have anything that is going laterally, and that's where that slider is going to be very important for him.
2-2 here. Here's the 2-2, and now it'll be full of 3-2. 2 away. Astros put up a 3 spot here in the bottom of the second. What's up, Paul? Surprised about Grossman messing up that. Well, it's not really Grossman's fault on missing a home run. It was a home run rob attempt. The real problem is Baez missing the play. Yeah, I agree, Christopher. He's got to pull it back. Hey, what's up, Brett? Oh, I kind of just yelled at some people about they're bitching about Greg Soto pretty aggressively, so I got annoyed and yelled at him.
Content. What happened last night? I saw.
So I just kind of yelled at some people. It happens sometimes, Brett. I'm glad you enjoy the content, man. Thank you very, very much. And also, thank you very much for the donation. Very, very kind, my friend. You're too kind. So, thank you. But also, yeah, it was. I don't know. I just always feel bad if I go way too hard in yelling at people. I would say we don't need better pitching. We need better hitting more than anything, Edward. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Yeah, King. I just don't like yelling at people. But it's also, I thought I wasn't coming across clearly, but apparently I was to most people. So. But thank you again, Brett. Hopefully you're doing good, my friend. Yeah, I would love to get consistent hitting. All right, that's much better pitching, these last two pitches. All right, now just come on, throw one more good pitch like that, and we can get out of this inning. Yeah, control's pretty bad right now for Soto. But, you know, then again, he's a lot better in actual save situations. Yeah, that's why I'm not too mad at Baez. He made a mistake in the field, but again, you know, Willie Castro probably should have called him off. Just a bad play on defense.
Just outside. That's 26 pitches for Beau Brieske here.
Not his fault, I agree. Just mean he could have gotten yeah, I agree, Christopher. Yep.
Throwing a lot of strikes, which is good, but there's a lot of hard contact, which is obviously bad.
What's up, Daniel?
He had the 3-pitch strikeout to him. He said, "Okay, now we're on a roll. Now we're going to keep that pitch count down," and then it's just ballooned up on him.
Here's the 1-2. Grounded to first under the glove.
All right, that should still get the out. Yep, okay. Whoo!
Tigers had the lead, then back-to-back homers.
That was almost another error at fucking on defense. That almost fucked us.
Momentum right back. He leads off the third.
Yep. And sometimes closers and guys who throw like that aren't exactly good in non-safe situations. I think that was the biggest fault. Soto's quickly becoming a guy you only use as a closer, which is fine. But again, that kind of limits how his effectiveness. Pure fire. Oh yeah. Soto's built differently too. Like he's a monster, but again, that monster side can have a bad like a bad tint to it at times. Anyway, Grossman, Baez, and Cabrera. Grossman, Baez, and Miguel Cabrera. Top of the third coming up. 3-1 Astros lead. Grossman, Baez, and Cabrera. Let's hope this second time through the lineup starts to result in some points here. What's up, dog? Why'd I say that like that? Oh, yeah, because I'm eating edibles. Wanna. Don't you wanna marijuana edibles. Only enjoy if you're 21 or plus. Not sponsored. Yeah, I mean, if Fulmer wasn't super injury prone, I'd kind of agree with that sentiment. But the problem I was talking about it earlier is with making Soto the a setup guy, which could work. It would cause Soto to no longer prepare to be a closer, prepare to be the closer, like work out as a closer, like get kind of in that mindset. He would have to go to. It would become Fulmer, but see, the issue is Fulmer is often injured. Like every season since he hurt his arm, he's just never pitched a full season. So if he goes out and misses time, then we're kind of down a closer. I know that Soto can close, but then it's like, oh, we're in the same situation as we in right now if fucking Fulmer gets hurt. It's Fulmer is the reason he's not the closer. If that makes sense. If he could stay healthy, he'd be the closer, and Soto would be a relief guy, a setup guy. Rodriguez. Oh, Eduardo. Yeah, he's been all right. He could do a little better, though. Just trying to watch some Astros baseball because mine is unavailable in my area because, of course. Yeah, enjoy your weekend. Check the pinned comment. By the way, if you need a pinned comment. Yeah, weekend. I have the same problem with the Tigers in Mount Pleasant. And I'm closer to, I think, Chicago than Mount Pleasant area or Detroit. Oh, yeah, when Fulmer's healthy, I do agree. He should be a closer, but the problem is the health issue. It's like it's hard to plan around a guy who misses 20 games plus a season. It's like, all right. Hell yeah, Daniel. But yeah, check the pinned comment. If you need a way to watch, just leave a like on your way out if you dip from the stream. I'd appreciate it. Here's the 0-1 to Robbie Grossman. It'll be 1-1.
This would drive me batty if I were a hitter. just watching that delivery. And I think that's why he does it. It's a amount of deception.
Yeah, how are we doing on the likes?
Like, come on, hurry.
Oh shit, 32 likes. I appreciate that, everyone. You're far too kind. You're far too kind. We're doing way good. We're well past the like goal of 20 here in the third, so that's cool.
Swings through it. It's 1-2.
If you haven't left a like, consider doing so. It helps the stream out. But how fucking strong are these things, dude? 20 a pop, so there's 10 in there. Is my weed candy tolerance gone down?
Up high, it's even.
I think it's just because I'm completely unstressed. I don't have any class for till fall.
That one popped the glove at 95.
Yeah, I think so. I'm thinking in the next week or two we start really seeing the Tigers kind of emerge from whatever kind of hitting disaster they started in. Their hits per game are going up. Base runners per game are going up, I think. It's just right now they're having it went from not really even doing anything on offense, not getting hits, not getting runners, to getting guys on, getting some extra good powerful good contact. But it's like going right at guys. So they're kind of in like the middle stage of starting to be like a competent offense. But it just feels like there's a little bit of a hitch still. Like the Tigers, I've noticed they come along, and this is based on last year even, they just kind of move like this. They're just kind of slow movers that they move at their very own pace. But like they all kind of move at the same kind of, I don't know, it's really weird to explain. Hey, Willie looks a lot better in the outfield than he has lately, and he moved the runners up in his last at-bat, so that was important. I'm not mad. Hey, Grossman walks. Ball 4. Let's go. What's up, Penny?
The Tigers have the leadoff man on for the second straight inning. Make yourself the favorite in sports betting by checking out Live on the Line, the all-new show that covers overs, unders, and
a whole straw penny?
Between. Live on the Line, weekdays on Valley Sports Detroit.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I know, Paul. That's our crux is bad weather. Yeah, exactly, Woody. Yep. Tigers start off slow. A lot of teams start off very slow. Tigers, we're going to start off slow. Probably a little worse than other teams, I would say, due to the fact they have a lot of young guys. A lot of guys who have like a noted history of starting off slow. Scope, Candelario, Cabrera. I think Baez has that thing going on with him too. Like most of the like veterans on this team like start slow, and then a bunch of rookies. It's like, yeah, of course the Tigers were going to seem extra bad at the start of the year. Like, I tried to tell people about that. Like, yeah, the league's batting 230. We're probably batting 200 because of the situation around it. There's context to the bad numbers. All of our veterans are slow starters, and all of our rookies are rookies that didn't have a long spring training. We're like second, third year players and shit. Yep, exactly, Paul. And we're in a good shape right now, I would say. We're still within 500 by a decent amount. We're not 10 under. The Weeknd's pick? Who's the singer of The Weeknd? Or are they a band?
They do a good job of holding runners and
I mean, a lot of teams had slow starts. It happens, man. Fucking at one point, what team was that? I think at one point the Braves were like 20-24 last year, guys. It's really way too early to be like panic.
To third base, Bregman.
Oh, an error. No play. Bregman has an error there. That probably are they going to rule that a hit? I doubt that's a hit. At least Chicago isn't where everybody thought. Yeah, the Twins are a problem. But, like, this happened to Chicago last year as well, if I'm not mistaken.
During the transfer over to his right hand, just bobbled it. And Tigers are in business. That's one of those rare, unforced errors.
I don't look at people's pictures. That's not my job. The icons are so small on the phone, I can't see them.
Yeah, exactly. That's just, you caught it cleanly. Now you're just kind of making a simple little transfer and you fumble.
Yeah, I know, Shadow. I know. Just end the season now. Time to panic. Okay, do it then. I don't give a fuck what you do, dude.
Miguel Cabrera last night, a 3-hit performance. performance, his 242nd of his career, breaking the tie with Albert Pujols. Really nobody else.
Tigers will be just fine. I'm so unworried about the Tigers at this point in the season, you guys. Again, if you want a little cheat date, go to the 40th game and mark that, because that's when you should note about when the record is. That's when you should probably start paying a little bit of attention, is 40 in. There's a general golden rule that most teams with worse than 10 games, like, if you can get to 40 games, what is the golden number like? What would that be like? 30 and 20 and no, I don't know how to do the fucking exact math. If you can just be 10 games under, like, when you get to 40, as long as you're 10 or under, you're pretty much good to be a playoff team potentially. The Reds are fucked. Yeah, no, the Reds are fucked. Yeah, their season's probably over. They could win 20 in a row and they're only one game above 500. That's you're fucked. Yeah, it's early. Yeah, I know, Shadow. I get it. I just got, there's small improvements every day. You just gotta, you can't be too microscopic when you look at the season right now.
Cabrera in the air to center.
That'll get the runner to third. Baez will tag and get to second. All right, both runners move up 90 feet. All right. Runners at second and third, one away, top of the third. Yeah, Woods. Yeah, the Red season's fucked. The Tigers are fine, dude. Again, it's like a 40-game rule in the MLB. Like, if you're not 20 and 20 at 40 games, you're probably all right. And even that wouldn't be the end of, like, that's actually probably pretty good. If you could be right around 20 and 20. I don't even see that as an impossibility for this team, but I mean, we'll see. Yeah, I would say so, Shadow. Yeah, Paul, the Reds did a fire sale, and I'm glad. I bet you everyone who left is glad they got the hell out of there before this year started. Barnhart's like, whew. Ball one to Candelario. Man, I hope he takes a swing like he did in the bottom of the ninth here in this at-bat. Fucking bomb one, Jamer. Do that shit again like you did last night. Yeah, I would say so. We gotta damage Oakland. We gotta sweep them. Yeah, I would say so, Woods. Bet you a lot of those guys are happy they got it out of there. Yeah, he's got like he's hitting like 400 over the last 5 games or some shit. It's literally, as soon as the month turns May, Candelario starts hitting the baseball. It's almost automatic. He goes, I can't hit in April. I look like the worst decision this franchise has ever made. And then he just suddenly fucking can hit come May. Yeah, a walk wouldn't be ideal because I would like to score a run here somehow. Ah, motherfucker. I should get a run. All right, we got a run in. All right, it's 3-2, 3-2. All right. We got the run in. Runner goes to third. Good job. Base hit ties the game. Good job by the Tigers. I like this as a response, by the way. Even if they don't, like... Man, this fucking pitcher's goofy delivery is messing everybody up. If he lasts the third time through the lineup, then the Tigers will probably tee off on him. But he's he's already up at almost 4. He's at 42 pitches right now. So, here's Harold Castro. We'll never know what this guy does. He's not really a run producer though. He's hitting Harold except for if we need him to get a hit like right now. Oh, that was a bad call. Anyway, strike one. So Candelario does his job, gets at least one of the runs in, and the other run over to third, so a single or an infield single could score Baez. Pass ball. Let's hope for a pass ball, though. Some crazy shit, like a easy score. Anyway, 0-1 here. Here's the pitch from Garcia. Up high, ball one.
inning, Dan. I mean, it really puts the pressure on Garcia and the Houston.
Yeah, I will say they've been running sharp bases today. The Tigers have. I would say Ramon Santiago is getting a lot better at like understanding his players or whatever the fuck was going on at the start of the year. Looks lifeless games, Columbia, Mo Longhorn. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. 2-1.
But without them moving up, that's just a easy ground ball by Jamer Candelario. Does not score the run.
2-1 count here in the top of the third. Runner at third, 2 outs. 3-2 Astros lead. Tigers could tie the game here on a single by Harold Castro. Here it comes. Ah.
Good changeup by Garcia.
Damn.
We've seen that again with Jamer Candelario, and I think it's those left-handed hitters. When he's in a fastball count, behind in the count, he's coming in with that changeup. To right-handers, it's the opposite. He's not throwing the changeup to the right-handers. He's throwing the cutter to the right-handers if he gets behind in the count.
Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3. Oh, dude, that'd be awesome if we could split with the Astros. Get to 10 wins and get the hell out of town. Not bad.
He's thrown 2 in a row.
Oh, man.
Base open down there at first base. Does he come and triple up and throw that changeup again? 3-2.
Here's another full count. Here's the first full count offering to Harold hitting Castro. Broke motherfucker, dude. Told you guys, he sucks when there's guys on for some reason. He goes from hitting Harold to Willie Castro real quick with runners on.
It's tough though against this Houston lineup. He'll get the 3, 4, and 5 hitters after this.
We can split and beat up Oakland. We are back in. Exactly, Woods. All we need is a nice little like 5-6 game stretch to go our way. Only has the A's at getting something started. Yeah, we just gotta subsist this series. Yeah, if we can split this and then go beat up on Oakland, this is a fine road trip. Everybody beats Oakland too, by the way. They fucking blow ass right now. They're worse than we are, I'm pretty sure. Let me look this up. Oh, they're better than us. Damn. We really do suck right now. I gotta go. I didn't know that. I was about to start to. We might lose to Oakland pretty badly. I don't know how that's gonna go. That broke ass stadium. Yeah, all the offense that the Reds have scored has resulted in quite a few wins. Again, I mean, even if Shadow, I were to tell you why the Tigers' offense is behind other teams this year, you're not going to listen to me because I've said it a million times, and you just seem to just think I'm lying to you or something, even though it was the exact same case as last season, like almost the exact same case. I'll try one more time to explain why I think the offense is a little bit slower than everybody's, even though all of baseball's offense is slow. Again, the Tigers are running a number of first and second year players who had a shortened spring training. So, they're probably still trying to get used to everything. They're about 30 to 40 at-bats behind a normal rookie would be. Then you can look to the fact that the Tigers veterans are all guys who don't typically start hitting the ball at any kind of consistent rate till about mid-May. Literally, I think literally every veteran on this team has a track record of not hitting well until the weather breaks, or at least until May. For some reason, there's just guys that just don't hit till May. Candelario, Scope, Miggy, Baez, fucking Gross, all these guys just don't hit till the middle of the season. Yeah, defense has been the major problem, I would argue, than the offense. Like, our defense is so fucking miserably bad. It's so annoying. That's the one thing I'll never, like, whine about people complaining about. But, like, offense, guys, it's still, like, you have an old set of veterans that start slow, and then you have a bunch of rookies. Why can't we hit? I don't fucking know. Because we're not designed to hit right now. Like, it's just against us. Who's in favor of salary caps for the team? And nope. Salary caps are bad. It's stupid for sports. What we need in baseball is salary minimums. Teams should have to spend a minimum of $80 million a year on their roster. That would improve baseball more than limiting what good teams can spend on their roster. I'm telling you. If you want the bad teams to be competitive, make them spend money. Because baseball, unlike any other sport, has the most amount of guys that will be willing to go play for shitty teams and shitty markets if they were to just pay them a little bit more. Look at Chris Bryant going to the Rockies and shit. It's like, no, that doesn't happen in any other professional sport. Yeah, no, there should be a minimum salary. It'd make all the bad teams instantly more competitive because baseball has a lot of guys who would just fucking stay with the team that they like. Like there are so many guys that would just stay with where they like. They don't want to leave. They like the fans. They like the city. They probably live there now. Like, it's like a whole fucking thing. Baseball has like wild loyalty, and all this is gonna do is create like the basketball and football situation, which is fine, like the wild free agency. But it's like, just baseball owners spend some goddamn money on your teams. 1-0 on Alvarez, runner at first after a leadoff walk. Yeah, exactly. Vincenzo, and like baseball, they like playing with like the initial team. There's like extreme loyalty in this sport, and cheap owners fuck guys who want to probably stay with teams for the rest of their career. Like, if the Indians weren't the cheapest team I've ever seen, like the Cleveland Guardians should have like 4 World Series based on their talent on that team since the 1990s. Go look up some of the players that have been on, like, Cleveland Indian rosters. And then ask yourself how the fuck they don't have a World Series title. Oh, yeah, because the Dolans are the cheapest idiots in sports. If those guys actually spent some money, the Guardians would be like a 20-year dynasty right now. They'd literally never lose. Go look up some of the 2 players that these guys have had. But Cleveland, those guys don't want to leave Cleveland either. It's the saddest shit I've ever seen. And it's just, oh, man. I wish there was a salary minimum. It would help the game out. It'd force cheap guys to spend. There are teams that are spending like $30 million on their roster right now. So, is the Yankees and the Dodgers the problem spending $300 million? A problem, or is it the fact that there are 2 teams spending about $60 million combined on their rosters? Who's the bigger problem? The Orioles and the Indians spending, combined like $60 million, or would you say that the Dodgers and Yankees spending all the money in the world on their teams? I would argue it's the Orioles and the Indians causing more problems for baseball. All right, there's a strikeout, 1 away. Nothing stopping the Dolan family from doing what the Yankees and the Dodgers are doing. Just so you know that they got a fuckload of money.
That's going to mean something. I mean, when you keep going to the well for the same relievers all the time, you're going to wear those guys out. So he wants to get deep in the games. The one thing that I love is highlighted there, talking about it's one of those things.
Yeah, I know, Shadow. I'm just kind of trying to go off I'm just more of an optimist, I think. Again, I had them winning like 80 games last year, and I was the only person that did for a very long time.
And I'll bet you it's important to a lot of people, like a manager, it's just not spoken about. And I think he's drawn attention to it and reminding everybody, hey, it's...
If you remember, I had them going 10 under to 15 under. That was my range of wins and losses last year. So when everybody said I was batshit crazy to think they were going to be any good, and then everyone tried to dunk on me last year when they started off bad, I was like, yeah, just wait. They'll turn it around. And then they had like the 5th best record in the American League for the rest of the season. but they fucked up so bad at the beginning. That 20-game hole was impossible to climb out of.
And many of those have been, up in the.
That's how we know the Reds are fucked, by the way. We did this to ourselves last year. Not as dramatic as a 3-23 start, but
Going over 200 innings.
9-28 was a thing.
Stay healthy, JV. Just do it. Stay healthy so you can reach that milestone again.
Yeah, King, and I would say I don't know a lot of like the side small stuff of baseball, like the advanced analytics, but I feel like I'm pretty good at just like knowing the game.
And now Brieske will face Kyle Tucker.
Like some small stuff, I kind of keep it,
Tigers get them a run, get back into the game.
Yeah, Vincenzo, the Dodgers are like top sellers of everything. Their return on investment is probably pretty high on the Dodgers. I would imagine the owners make quite a good amount of return on their investment with that roster.
All right, I got 2 outs here. Runner on first, and then
Ticket sales, selling out 40,000 seats every single night. Yeah, I'm sure that doesn't. Literally, I'm sure they make their money back. Yeah, it's a lot better having a full stadium. You make a lot of money that way every week.
Fouls it back. Tucker.
Because if you think about it, what is that? If it's every ticket is $10, say just to low ball it. Let's just do the lowest possible, and you sell 40,000 tickets a night with your perfect team. What is that? $400,000 a game, just in ticket sales. You multiply that by 80.
the ultimate competitor.
Let's see.
I mean, it goes right back to innings pitched.
40,000 times 81 would be 32 million for, or is that 3.2 million? I'm fucking stoned.
Candelario gives chase.
Yeah, 3.24 million just on $10 ticket sales.
Leadoff walk. Stays right at first base. He retires the next 3. It's 3-2 Houston. Here comes.
Yeah, so it'd be 3.24 million just off $10 ticket sales for 40,000 seats. Now, Dodgers tickets are like $100 a pop. So, like, if you look up the average cost of a Dodgers ticket, we'll use that number now, because that puts it into the fucking stratosphere. Just off money made selling tickets, by the way. This doesn't include anything else. It's just ticket sales. Here, I'm going to look that up. It's top of the fourth coming up, 3-2 Astros lead. Average cost of a Dodgers ticket. Holy fuck. Okay, so it's an average ticket price is around $70. Holy shit, dude. All right, so yeah, we'll call it 70 then. 40,000 or seats at Dodger Stadium. Seats 56,000. All right. 56,000 times $71 is, it goes up to just under 4 million at 3.976 million. Sheesh. 4 million just on ticket sales for a season. That's fucking crazy. Or am I doing the wrong number? Hold on. Yeah, it'd be 52 or 56,000 times 81. No, wait. Times 71. Oh, that's per game they collect that. Oh, shit, I'm doing the wrong numbers. That's per game they collect that. Right? Because 56,000, if they sell it out, they collect 3.9 million per game on 56,000. So if you... No.
I will tell you this. I had a good friend of mine from high school. He texted me earlier and he says, "You got me fired up. I am ready to go."
Hey, what's up, Troy? Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, Bo's not looking bad at all. So wait, hold on. 56,000. So for one game, they can charge $71 a ticket. Yeah, that's per game is 3.9 million.
The city streets, finish at Comerica Park, and he said, "Shep, I'm going to look up in the booth where you guys work when I'm all done finishing at Comerica Park." So good luck to you, Rich. Appreciate it.
Times 81. That puts it up to $322 million. You making just in ticket sales in a season for the Dodgers. 322-056-000. That's 320 million. So basically, they make enough in just in ticket sales if they sell out every game at $71 to basically pay for their whole roster. Yeah. By the way. No, I think Dodgers tickets are about $71. It says per average. I googled it.
Scope fouls it back. Such a drastic change.
Oh yeah, Paul. Yeah, exactly. That's why when people say like they can't afford to just have a salary minimum, yeah, they can. They make all their money in ticket sales. They literally make hundreds of millions on ticket sales a year. If you sell out, that's why I don't understand why teams wouldn't want to sell out and have the best people. $293 a season in LA. Oh, you did the exact numbers. Okay. They got the runner. Scope grounds out, one away here in the top of the fourth. 3-2 Astros lead. It was going to be Scope, Castro, and Barnhart. Yeah, just in ticket sales, dude.
No. You must hate saving money. I don't hate saving money.
Yeah, we're just talking ticket sales. Like, you can pay for your whole roster in ticket sales if you want to have a $300 million roster. Roughly.
Left field already. Austin Meadows was originally in the lineup, but had some ill effects, non-COVID related. Just wasn't feeling well. So Meadows sits down. Castro.
Hell yeah, T. Hopefully you have a good time. Hopefully it's a Tigers W. Yeah, Paul. And then you don't even count all the side stuff. Yeah, Cali's crazy, but they make. I think they make more money on average though. Like I think they their jobs pay more out there. Yeah, Vincenzo, it's wild. You can almost pay for your entire fucking roster off that alone.
Let me get acclimated first, can you?
Yeah, I'm built different. I fucking would be rich if I had a bit. Well, they're all rich. But I'd be doing what Steve Cohen did. I'd have a $400 million roster. I don't give a fuck. What are you going to do about it? Suck my balls. I'm signing all my favorite players. All of them are getting Big Daddy contracts, too. I don't care. I make so much money. My team's going to sell so many seats. I don't care. This will all pay for itself, just like Steve Cohen's experiment will. Village holding some contracts their concessions to Delaware North, and it's up to them to sell hot dogs. Huh. Didn't know that. But it makes sense because the Illich family aren't really in the dog business. 1 and 2 count here on William P. Castro, related to Daniel P. Dimes. The P stands for pretty fucking terrible. And Willie Castro strikes out. But that is only considering the average price during the regular season. What about price? Yeah, exactly. Or like when they do premium prices, as someone mentioned, which is like if like the Dodgers play the Padres, they'll jack the tickets up to like a couple $100 a piece because they're fucking cocksuckers. They do that in all sports, by the way. I was gonna try to go to the Patriots versus the Lions game, and that fucking game was so expensive to try to go to. Tickets were in the 3 digits, and I was like, sheesh. I'm not that interested to go watch Brady play in person. Screw that. The home runs you would have playing out your... Yeah, exactly, Vincenzo, exactly. But you haven't been to baseball since 2014, but it's going to be fun. I've been in Houston since You haven't been to Houston since 2013.
They play him to pull. Here's the 0-1.
Oh, you've been in Houston since 2013. Hell yeah, man. Should be a fun series for you. I'm definitely jealous. NFL is different. Let's go, T. That's hype. Huh? Oh, Tucker? Yeah. When I was living in Chicago, I tried to go to a Lions-Bears game. They tax just as bad as out west. Yeah, NFL games are wild, dude. They like the premium price on NFL tickets gets crazy. Your best shot on NFL games is just go down and like buy tickets the day of. I've noticed those are probably going to be your cheapest bets at getting seats. I don't know if like getting good seats in football matters too much. Yeah, exactly, Troy. Yeah, exactly. Fucking bullshit.
The Tigers go 1-2-3 against Luis Garcia. Beau Brieske in the bottom of the fourth. faces the three guys who were
Pena, McCormick, and Maldonado. Pena, McCormick, and Maldonado due up here in the bottom of the fourth. 3-2. Astros lead. That part, yeah. Yeah. Make sure, you tell all those Hick fans to stop cheating. Got them, right, guys? The trash throws, get it? Because they banged on the trash cans. You know what? I don't know, but like, do you guys remember in Little League, like when you bang on the fence and scream out, like if you figured out the sign, like if like, I've often wondered, like, is that even a big deal if they bang trash cans? Like that part doesn't. I feel like that is like the only thing that is actually a problem of what they did. Or like bang on the fence and scream out what the pitch was gonna be. I don't know. I could steal signs like nobody's business because I had I was just pretty good at guessing for some reason. Like to the point where teams when we played they would have 3 different signs. Like they cycled through a few sets of signs so that way I would be thrown off in their attempt of using signs. I would just stare at people and then tell everybody very loudly what the sign is. It's a good strategy to have. It's a good like trait to be able to pick up. I've never been to an NBA game. Yeah, I think that was the technology used, but it's also just funny with the trash. I think it's just funny. I don't think people actually have a problem with the trash cans. I think the major problem was the electric devices. Miggy? Let me look. I can't recall cleanly. Nope, he's 0 for 2 today, sadly. I gotta refresh this now. All right, bottom of the fourth coming up. It's 2-3 in favor of the Astros. Astros lead 3-2. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It'll be Pena, McCormick, and Maldonado. But yeah, Diego, I don't really watch basketball much. You want to go to a Bills game? Oh, I can't go to a Bills fan or a Bills game. I don't think I'd be very well welcomed.
You talk about the roof and everything, and I think that's one of the reasons why Texas Rangers built a new stadium. You know,
Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, I wouldn't go to that. That's so crazy.
Really tough on the fans to go to
yeah, NBA tickets are wild amounts of money. I don't understand that, but so is Super Bowl tickets. So,
get a dome there, and hopefully the attendance will pick up.
Pena first pitch swinging, and he pops it up shallow center.
Oh no. I thought it was going to happen again with Pena. I was like, is he about to get another lucky-ass little bloop hit really high single so the Tigers don't know how to field it? Because if a ball is hit over 100 feet in the air, the Tigers don't know how to field it. It's a rule. It's actually in the rule book. The Tigers have to make a bad play on a ball hit a certain height or it's a free home run. It's a very odd, very esoteric rule that very few teams know about. AJ Hinch is actually 5-head by having the team commit errors like that. It's actually brilliant. Doing good, Kenny. How you doing?
And you and I were getting a pretty good laugh out of that.
Yeah, I think of the Astrodome.
Anyway, 0-1 here on Chaz McCormick. Oh, it's Chase. Oh, that's what this motherfucker's been up to. Anyway, 0-2 here on McCormick. 1 away in the bottom of the fourth. McCormick has a 2-run homer here to his credit. That puts the that gave the Astros their small 1-run lead. You had a baseball game today? Did you guys win? Yeah. Wow, what a play by Baez in the hole. Wow, what a play. If he's actually out and that holds, what a play by Baez. All right, it makes up for the one play he had.
Not many shortstops make that play, and even fewer can make.
I just wish he wouldn't have tried to catch a ball in shallow left field earlier when Willie would have clearly got there.
So that means
What a fucking play, though. Jesus, he's so... God, man. He plays such at a weird level of aggression. I love it so much. I love the way he plays baseball, but it could be so annoying sometimes. Because he's so good at it, but like... Hell, man, sometimes you make some of the dumbest fucking mistakes you've ever seen. And it's not out of like a being lazy or just trying to be a shitty teammate. He's just like trying really hard. Literally beat him by a smidgen. After the Leaf games, after the Leafs game, beating Tampa Bay at the moment. Oh shit! Hey, there we go, Brieske. Hey, there we go, Beau. There we go, Beau. Much better inning there. Much better inning, kid. Much needed there. Much needed for the Tigers. Let's go to the top of the fifth. 3-2. Astros still lead after 4. 3-2 Astros lead in the top of the fifth. It'll be Baddoo, Grossman, and Baez. Baddoo, Grossman, and Baez here in the top of the fifth. Let's see if the Tigers can get themselves a run. You wouldn't say Manny Ramirez. Very similar, actually. Very, very, very similar to Manny. That's every time I watch Baez do something, that's the exact vibes I get, Troy. It's very. I wonder how much Javier Baez looked up to a player like Manny Ramirez growing up. Candy be getting saved by Baez. Oh, 100% Ghost. Yeah, that's Candy should have probably fielded that ball, but hey, you know what? Human vacuum cleaner at shortstop, so we're good. We lost in the first game, but we had a JV game in the second, and we had a pitch. I never pitched before, but we won 14-13. Oh, there you go. Hey, at least you guys got a win. I honestly believe Javi wouldn't survive the Bronx. Those fans don't recognize talent and his realize. Yeah, they probably would have fucking hated Baez, but I don't know. Yeah, New York fans would have been brutal to the guy. Mets fans barely were patient with him. Oh, the good defense? Yeah, no, that was, dude, yeah, we haven't had this at shortstop probably. I've never watched us have this at short. Ian Kinsler wasn't bad, was he? And I guess we had the human highlight reel of Brandon Inge at third base for quite some time. That was hilarious, wasn't it? Was that a fever dream? Was he as good as defense as I remember? Like, was he, like, at third base, was he always, like, making these fucking highlight reel-esque plays at third base for, like, 2 seasons? Or was I just, like, not watching the game right? I know he couldn't hit. Like, don't get it wrong. I know Inge hit, like, 220. Okay, I was right then to think that he's one of the greatest defenders probably ever. But just, like, the fact that he hits, like, 210, you know. You know. You know. They made him an all-star, and the dude was hitting, like, fucking 230. That was just the best year they could have let Inge be an all-star. They're like, all right, he's hitting 230. Let's make him an all-star. That's how good this guy was at actually playing third base. He was hitting, like, 230 and was named an all-star. Like, I don't even think it was by voting. I think the league was just like, he has to be one. What do you mean? Every night he's got a top 5 play on ESPN. Back when the top 10 plays actually meant something. Inge was always cracking top 5 with that glove of his, man. That was some crazy shit. I don't even know how that many crazy hits came up the third base line when he was playing there. Like, I swear to, like, I don't even know, like, if you were on the other team and you knew that crackhead was playing third base. Yeah, he was a clutch hitter. He sucked in every other thing except, like, the 8th inning. It was the craziest shit with Brandon Inge. He's one of my favorite players because of it. Like, absolutely cracked defense and, like, just terrible, hilarious hitting. Dude, literally, that's what it seemed like, Troy. Like, it would be just like he'd be robbing hits up the third base line and shit. Balls that were clearly going to go foul. He'd just grab them and throw them down the line and get a motherfucker anyway. Like, what's good? That would have been a foul ball, but bunts and shit. This dude's fucking flying up the line, flinging it down. I think we got spoiled in Detroit about what a good defender, like, who can't hit looks like. I think Tigers fans have this, like, weird problem where we watch Brandon Inge, right? Probably the greatest example of, like, defense will keep you in the league ever. Because, again, this guy was a terrible, like, 210 hitter. I'm talking all he did was strike out and occasionally pop a home run. Or just, like, just awful hitting. But, man, that glove of his. I think he'd finish second or third in fucking Gold Glove voting behind Adrian Beltre every year, despite probably being a better fielder than Beltre. There, damn it. Despite, you know, he's probably should have, like, Gold Glove to me is a spoiled award, and I actually don't take it seriously. Because there was, like, one season, Inch, I think, had 5 errors at third base. It set some kind of MLB crazy record. And like, I don't know. They gave the award to Beltre because he hit 330. And it's like, well, what the fuck? What does Inch hitting 211 have to do with the Gold Glove? He was so good at hitting, he didn't even let himself get hits. This man was so good at defense. He even stopped himself from hitting. Like, I don't understand it.
Good for them. What a wonderful way to honor your franchise.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. The Kobe Bryant player for the Seahawks.
I'm glad he brought up J.R. Richards, too, because
Better not suck.
who won a Cy Young, was an absolute beast on the mound.
He should have wore 24 first, beaten a charge, and then switched his number to 8 and became one of the greatest corners of all time. That's how he should have done Kobe proud. You start off with the 24, committed questionable crime that maybe wasn't a crime. No one really knows what actually happened. And then beat the charges. And then score like 80 points a game for a couple times. That's basically what this guy's got to do to be the next Kobe. Yeah, 2 away. I think he started with 24 and then went to 8. Or no, you might be right. He might have went from 8 to 24. I don't remember the lore of Kobe Bryant. I don't know which number was which, but one of those numbers is the rapist number. Or alleged rapist number. He had to switch everything up. Brand change. By the way, I know Mr. Bryant was innocent. Probably.
Struck out 300 batters or more in back-to-back years at age 28 and 29 in the late 70s.
He's one of those guys that.
All right, top of the 5th, 2 away. We're the first 2 batters got out very, very quickly. Now Baez is up. Yeah, he's not bad, man. Well, I don't know if he can pitch, to be honest.
That sounds like a Sparky Anderson story from the Reds when he said there's a lot of guys.
I think we just, the hitting is. I don't know. It could be one or the other. His numbers were a little elevated, but I guess it's early enough in the season where you give up 3 runs and pitch 6 innings, your numbers are going to be kind of bad. But he's thrown 23 balls. That's not bad.
Expand and it's 1-2.
Now see, there's one of those pitches that maybe last week Javi would have swung at that one. That's the one that has been giving him some difficulties, and he's been chasing out of the zone, but laid off that one. I just keep waiting for one of those ones to stay over the middle of the plate. I just a spinner that Javi turns on.
Up high, 2-2.
Come on, Luis, right?
Someone pointed out the Tigers lost the trade on Verlander because 2 of the prospects the top guy Perez became injury prone and never really fattled out. Rogers is out with an injury issue and Cameron sucks. Yeah, the Tigers lost the Verlander trade, but like at the same breath I could be like, yeah, but we also traded Isaac Paredes for Austin Meadows. So I don't, you win some and you lose some. Shut the fuck up, you fucking armchair critic, bitch.
Garcia strikes out the side in the 5th.
All right. Bottom of the 5th coming up. I'm probably the biggest defender of the Detroit Tigers on this planet. And by the way, I'm probably still more hypercritical of this team than most people are. And it's different aspects. For example, if I'm so upset with this team, you know what I didn't do until they fired Brad Ausmus from the day they hired him? I watched 0 games of the Brad Ausmus era of the Tigers. Want to know why? The day they hired him, I went, oh, fuck, I'm protesting. And I didn't watch him until they fired him. Trust me, I'm far more hypercritical of this team than anyone here probably. I'll straight up not watch them if I have to prove my point. And then after 2 years, everybody was like, wow, Rob was completely right. This is the worst decision the Tigers have ever made in hiring Brad Ausmus. I don't know. Robbie he's having a bad day. They sat him. See, Ghost, they sat him when he was hot. They always do this to Grossman. Yeah, exactly. Woods. He had to start pulling trades. I've defended Avila too much. I don't badmouth Al. Everyone wants him fired again because we had a slow start to the season. Like, that's his goddamn fault. Like, dude, Al put together a great team. Shut up, everybody. Like, sometimes there's. I actually don't go on. I have to, like, I'm thinking about blocking Tigers Twitter, like all of it from my Twitter feed. Like that one. I'm not gonna name specific names, but man, I want to start replying to all of them. Listen, I know you're doing this for tweets for engagement, but like, you're making it so players probably hate our fan base. Yeah, I mean, what has Chris Ilitch done bad for the rebuild? He committed $150 million in one offseason for the team to spend. And his philosophy is correct. Build up a young core first and then go spend the money. Is that a bad philosophy, or do you want to go with what his dad was doing, which was not winning us a title? It's what the Dodgers do. They just keep throwing money at an ever-burning fire, hoping it wins them a World Series that year. If not, oh well, keep throwing money at it and keep burning. You know, I actually tend to agree more with Chris Ilitch's mentality towards building the team. And he proved that he's willing to spend money this offseason. So, to me, it's not Chris Ilitch's fault either. Dude, we had to rebuild from a very bad situation. Like, I would say the Tigers were bad. Like, they were in bad shape after Leland retired. They had no farm. Their roster was rapidly aging. They were very expensive. They had no young players worth a fuck. It was like, uh-oh. I mean, we had Nick Castellanos, but, like, that was it. That was our only good young player. Everybody else was, like, Matt Boyd and shit. Like, it was slim pickings, dudes. Like, we had, like, Buck Farmer, and that was our minor league system. It was guys like Buck Farmer. Yeah, Woods. And I understand that mentality, but, like, we didn't win a World Series doing that. So Chris watched that mentality not win a World Series for his dad. So, of course, he's going to try a different approach. Plus, it's like literally teams have been winning World Series. Like, and Chris literally spent a lot of money this offseason. We literally just brought in, like, Javier Baez for, like, what was it, 10 years or 6 years at $210 million or some shit. Like, that's a fat contract, you guys. We signed Andrew Chafin. We traded for, like, I don't know. One out single there for Brantley. It'll be Bregman up with one on and one out. I think it'll be all right. I think it's just, you know, we're still in a rebuild. Like, we're not in a rebuild anymore. I would say we're just in the growing pain stage of this is our young team. You know, we're gonna have to grow. We're gonna grow up a little bit with Torkelson. We got to grow up a little bit with some of these young pitchers. We're gonna watch them struggle. We're gonna watch them. You know, have moments of bliss and glory. Like with you know, we've had moments of like that. Like when young Greg Soto strikes the side out against the Dodgers, or you know, at least gets the save. You know, there's good moments of triumph with this team. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna feel a lot better if this core group of guys win it than a team like the Dodgers that just paid for it. I don't know. Maybe that's me. Maybe I don't think it matters as long as we win a World Series. Who gives a shit if it's a good young core that eventually came through and won it, or if you just bought one? I don't know. One feels better, I think. Sure, it sucked we couldn't get one for Mr. Illich, but that's why he did that with the way he did that. It's not a good way to sustain anything. And the reason we spent like that is because, exactly like you guys said, Illich wanted one. Came close twice. I think 2025 will be the year. A lot of experts have 2024 as the year the Tigers really blossom, probably, just based on the way like timing works for a lot of prospects. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah. Oh no, this team is set for a couple years. It's just like we have to get to there first. We have a lot of very good young talent also still down in AAA. Yeah, T, we'll be fine. I don't think there's anything to be quite worried about. Bregman walks now up as Alvarez with 2 on and 1 out. This isn't good.
Settle him down, and here comes Chris Fetter. Just to get him right back.
I don't know about Mize. Manning could be back in like a couple weeks. I heard he's getting a rehab start soon. Yeah, Scuball and Mize, or Mize will be the ace of the future. I'm pretty sure that'll still be Casey Mize, but his dumbass needs to stop like overthinking when he pitches. And just fucking pitch. Oh, look at Goat Inge. Speak of the devil, there's Inge, there's Gerald Laird. Oh shit, there's Placido Polanco. It looks like. Oh, that team. Oh, my childhood. That hurts. That hurts seeing that image. You see Leland, you see Inge, you see Gerald Laird's dumb big ass. You see, I think that was Sean Casey on the other side. Yeah, no, Justin Verlander is one of the greatest pitchers to ever play the game of baseball. Yeah, don't ever think, yeah, Verlander was not normal. You won't see him again. If you ever see anything close to Verlander again on the Tigers, just very, very happy. I'm glad no one in Detroit ever took Verlander for granted, though. Like, there was, maybe toward the end it got a little shitty, but, and of course, a big Astros fan since childhood. Just like to say, thanks for your live chat on the game. You're watching live, but I ran into your channel. It's cool. Hey, man, thanks for watching, Joe. I appreciate you, my friend. I'm glad you're enjoying. Feel free to hang out and chat. You can even talk a little shit. Just keep it somewhat respectful. You notice we're not trying to talk any too crazy to you guys.
And he just hits an easy pop-up into right field. It's just playing into the emotions of that hitter, getting him all fired up, and doing just the opposite.
Yeah, we almost got him. We play. This is like the best baseball the Tigers play whenever we play these guys. So I really enjoy playing the Astros. It's the only team we look like goddamn monsters against. Oh, they should have gave us that. Was a good frame job by Barnhart. That probably should have been called a strike. Anyway, 1-0 here for Gurriel. Runners at first and second, 2 away, bottom of the 5th, 3-2. Astros lead. Yeah, let's not talk about that Tigers team.
It's only his 3rd major league start.
Yeesh.
Very limited time in the minors, so it's just one of those pitches that he's going to have to spend some more time.
Here comes David Ortiz with the bases loaded. Yeah, Leland was hilarious.
Back pick. Good scoop by Harold.
Oh.
That was in the dirt and headed to Bregman, and who knows if it hits him where it goes.
Patty Gannell like Altuve. Yeah, but hey, you guys were able to walk it off in the 9th, though. Oh yeah. He's Barnhart's really good at defensive framing. That's something catchers need to be good at. Is building 2 teams differently. Yep, Harley. I agree, Harley. 2-0 here though. On Gurriel with Bregman over at first. With 2 outs here, you should probably just focus on the batter. Don't even know why they're. Oh, it was snapped thrown on by the catcher. Never mind.
Here's the 2-0.
Ooh, good pitch. 2-1. Throw that 3 times in a row and you'll never hit it. Well, so do the Tigers. Imagine pulling off a trade for Austin Meadows and all you gave up was Isak Paredes. And you're telling me that Al Avila isn't the best GM in baseball. Okay.
Fouls it back. It's 2-2.
Iserplin. Hey, the Iserman saved the Wings back when you came to play for him. I don't know. I don't know anything about hockey. I just assumed he was really good as a rookie. Because, I don't know. It's just, there's lore. 2011, yeah, that sucked too. At least we went to the World Series in 2012. Well, that's his best trade of his entire life is pulling that off somehow. And somehow knowing that the trade was there, that's the even crazier part. Here's the 2-2 to Gurriel. Hey, there we go, Beau Brieske. There we go, kid. Good 5 innings from Beau Brieske. Through 5, he's only given up 3 runs, 5 hits, strands a couple guys on the base. You're at the game, Swizz? Hell yeah, man. You enjoying it? Illich is in the building for the Wings and the Tigers. Yeah, drafting is how he wants to build. Young core. Yep, core building is a better way to do it. Yeah, that was filthy. Dude, this kid could be so good. They're all earned. They're all earned runs, unfortunately. Yeah, I just completely have mentally blacked out the 2013 ALCS. I don't even think it actually happened. I'm pretty sure that didn't happen, and it's just a collective fever dream of the Tigers fans. Cabrera, Candelario, and Castro. Cabrera, Candelario, and Castro. Buxton homered again tonight. Yeah, of course he did. Fucking cheater. Buxton's probably going to get busted for steroids, and I wouldn't even be surprised. I bet, yeah, it makes sense. Guy's clearly cheating. Cabrera, Candelario, and Harold Castro here in the top of the 6th. 3-2 Astros lead. If we had the bullpen we have right now back in 2000 and like the early 2010s, we would have won probably 3 straight World Series. Like 2012 easily, 2011 easily, 2013 easily. Hell, probably 2014. We might have won 4 in a row if we had this bullpen right now. If we had anything like the likes of Greg Soto and Michael Fulmer in our bullpen, we would be on goddamn stop. Dude, we literally would have been a dynasty in baseball with the bullpen. Because every year, guess what fucked us in the end? Yeah, we'd bring in fucking like Phil Koch and Todd Jones to be our bullpen guys and go, why isn't our bullpen good? Why is this so bad bringing in fucking 38-year-old Jeremy Bonderman off major blood clot disorders? The fuck hit what? What about Nate Robinson? He put in the big league chew. Yeah, but that's not a good reliever, man. Yeah, but he's cool. I swear to God, we sign guys for personality reasons more than anything. How about this guy, Jose Lima? You remember that fucking waste of roster space? Only good pitcher to ever come out of the bullpen from us was Fernando Rodney. And I guess Joel Zamaya, but his ass hurt his elbow playing Guitar Hero. That shit destroyed me.
Learning on the job.
Yeah, oh no, yeah, I think Coke did sprint in. That was hilarious. Yeah, there was a couple guys that ran in, though. We had a couple clowns in the bullpen. That was hilarious. Yeah, no, he just never adjusts the bullpen. He just bring in, yeah, dude, he just signed hilarious dudes. Like Phil Koch and shit like that. And be like, yeah, huh? How about 42-year-old Jose Valverde? All right. He was actually pretty good, though. Papa Grande, that was a good run. Which player are you talking about, Joe? Yeah, K-Rod and Joe Nathan was the funniest one. He's the best example of him just signing old-ass baseball players. What about Joe Nathan, huh? K-Rod was I think the same reason.
Which of those numbers impress you most? He goes,
Yeah, Jose Valverde was I learned a lot from as a young player.
he's a dangerous man.
I mean, he wasn't even on the Tigers when I learned it though. I just seen him on ESPN and looked him up and went, "Oh fuck, okay, this guy's crazy."
Also marveled like so many.
The mind game aspect of pitching.
Right fields. Swung on.
Cabrera strikes out, one away.
And Baker, I thought it was interesting, Dan. When you ask him, who's the
This might be the last inning for this pitcher though.
go the opposite way.
No, Valverde was really good. He had a good run.
And then they said, from a left-handed standpoint, he brought up two names.
He did. He brought up, he had to think a while, but then he said, ooh, let me think. I'd have to say Tony Gwynn, and I immediately said, yeah, that's a good one, and Rod Carew.
Yeah, those that also really bothers hitters, by the way, what he was doing. Like, imagine you were hitting against a guy who did some of the shit that Valverde did. All you'd be thinking about is how bad you want to crush the motherfucker. And every time you didn't crush one of the pitches he threw, you'd get madder and madder because he's fucking acting like a goddamn idiot, making faces on the mound and shit. I really do think playing mind games with hitters is a really effective way to get them off balance or get clobbered. But Valverde, you know, until he got old, barely blew it. I'd do shit all the time. I'd be fucking, I'd scream into my into my mitt sometimes after I'd let a pitch go. Even if it was a perfect right dot, like perfect executed pitch, I'd just scream, fuck. And they'd be like, what's he mad about? I don't even understand. I think there's mind games. I like to play mind games. That was a good way I did things. I think it's very effective.
For those who didn't see Rod Carew play for Minnesota or California,
You want Miguel to be an all-star this year?
7 batting titles.
That'd be awesome.
Tony Gwynn won 8
Yeah, Valverde didn't blow a single one.
Padres. Two of the best.
I mean, Miggy's hitting like 273 right now. That's not the greatest.
1 and 2 to Jamer Candelario.
Strike two.
And Luis Garcia has struck out 5 in a row.
We've struck out 5 in a row now.
And just nothing is the same sequence, but this cutter is starting to be very, very devastating. Especially in this at-bat to Jamer Candelario. He thinks it's a fastball, and you can see just, oops, and right out in front, the top hand comes off the bat. He thinks it's going to be that fastball, and right when he thinks he's going to make contact, it's, oh, and then just goes right out in front and loses that top hand.
Well, we saw how good Tarek Skubal was last night in boasting a season-best 9 strikeouts. Luis Garcia has now struck out a season-high 8 here tonight. One of those strikeouts was Harold Castro in the 3rd.
Now, I know we talked this several years ago, just, but Harold Castro, not comparing them, but you were talking about Rod Carew, and it reminds me, Harold Castro's swing reminds me of Rod Carew, the way he uses his hands and wrists.
Drives one to center. McCormick drifting back. He's got it. And Luis Garcia uses just 10 pitches to retire the Tigers in order for the 3rd straight inning. 3-2.
What's up, Detroit fan?
On Bally Sports.
Popularity does play a role, especially for a generational player. I would say so. All right, bottom of the 6th coming up. Still 3-2 Astros. It would be cool to see Miggy make an all-star game, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Woods. I think he won a World Series in '84, unless he didn't own the Tigers back then. Oh, between these two teams, Diego? Right now, I would say the Astros have a way better shot at winning one. Yeah, Troy, he might pitch some of the 7th inning anyway. He might as well. He's pitching better as the game's going on. He's getting strikeouts now. Dun, 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 dun. That's what I asked, if he owned him or not. But all right. Them edibles is kicking in. Guys, I think there was something in my candy. I ate these sour candies. They didn't taste that good. I think there might have been weed in my fucking candy. I've been drugged. They got me. The communists got me. Anyway, I forgot their batting order. It'll be Tucker, Pena, and McCormick. Tucker, Pena, and McCormick here in the bottom of the sixth. 3-2 Astros lead. Sharing is caring. Yeah, I would give some if you guys were here. It's just I ate them all already. 200 milligrams edibles down the pipe. Is it 200?
Lasted 5 innings. He struck out 3, he walked 3, and he induced 6 fly ball outs. Some of them hard contact, but you know what? They're staying in the yard. And he also had the 3 strikeouts, as we mentioned, 2 of them looking, including that big one right there to Yuli Gurriel to end the 5th and end his night.
And it's going to be fun to talk to him tomorrow.
Oh boy, yeah, it's 190.
Well, and I know I'm going to bring up that slider to him because
2 weeks.
Again,
Okay.
just maybe not how they
Tigers
were
Pizza
early in
owned
the
since
game,
1983.
but as the game progressed, it got better and better. And
Yeah, Tigers have pizza money. That's how they support themselves.
comfortable with it, and then he'll start adding instead.
All right, here comes Alec Lang to pitch here in the bottom of the 6th.
Get into the 3 and then the
3-2 Astros lead. Brieske out after 5. Good start by Beau. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Beau. He always has like one bad inning, but other than that, he's been pretty solid.
And for good reason. Number 1 in earned run average.
Potentially Troy. Probably when at least Mize gets back.
2 in batting average against in Major League.
We'd love to see Tigers in the playoffs. That'd be pretty dope.
That's impressive.
Where the dope at?
The knees of
1-1.
Tucker, and it's 1-1. A good slider from Alex Lang, who has been a major part of this bullpen success.
I think he's got some of the best stuff on coming out of that bullpen too.
Well, welcome back, Paul.
Michael Fulmer, the
What's
movement
oh shit, hold on.
is just tremendous.
Welcome back.
What do you think?
Turn it up the sound a little bit because I'm gonna have a smoke real
Well,
quick.
you know, I think it's
Third
gonna
shift
just
is underway.
continue
Only
to
8 hours
be
to go. Hell yeah, man. There you go.
rope in these leverage
It's coming quick.
spots, okay?
Tigers in the
You know,
playoffs
and
are hard to
the more
beat.
success he has,
Yeah,
the
we're actually a
success
pretty good
he's
playoff team,
had,
believe it or not.
then maybe he'll start
At least
getting
historically they
into
have been. They just lose in like the CS or the World Series. Ah, god damn it.
Tucker sends one to deep center. Plenty of room
Oh.
for Badu. He got a good jump.
That was the weirdest, worst camera work I've ever seen on a fly ball. Who's ever doing this camera on work on that fly ball deserves to be fired because they made that shit look like a home run. That was a routine fly ball to center field. That was the worst camera work I've ever seen, unless that's just on me.
This thing has got so much movement to it.
Put it in the wind? What do you mean?
I always call
Oh,
a
it went into the
slider.
wind?
He
Oh,
looked
okay.
at me and
Well,
said,
is the
"No,
roof
it's a
closed?"
curveball." I was, well, it looks like a slider. And no, I call it a curveball. I said, okay.
Yeah,
I'll
Judy, it
call
is.
a
It
curveball.
is.
That's 3 really
Um,
good pitches.
My old man actually like helped to get weed. At least he's got all those petitions and helped all those petition people out back in 08 to get it on the ballots and
Double
stuff.
scored in the second.
Good times.
Flew out to center in the 4th. On the double.
Yeah, if we can, our rotation healthy with Rodriguez, Maya, Screwball, Manning, and Beau. We should make some noise. Yeah, plus you never know with the young guys who's coming up. You also have Spencer Turnbull coming back in the near future.
With a chopper
Um,
on the backhand scope.
no way. Oh wow, what a play!
Is good stuff right there to retire Pena, who gets down.
Yeah, my dad's been part of it. He actually hid that he was doing that for a while. Oh, that was Scope that made the play.
No, that's just the way you described it. That's good-looking stuff.
Oh, put it in the wind. Oh, I got you.
Oh,
I'm not the best with slang
Jonathan
sometimes.
Scope comes out of nowhere, grabs that, and then
We get back to
fires it
exactly,
over
Woods.
first
Don't worry,
base.
it's coming.
Look how far he goes.
balls
He's
rather
way
sick.
over at the shortstop position too. But again,
It's
I like
it'll just make being really really good worth it.
sidearm. He just, his
You guys don't know what it was like. Some of you might not remember what it was like in 2006 when we became a good team again.
straight, good carry on it to get the runner.
That
at
shit
first
was
base.
And the strong throw.
wild.
Fires his strong arm early.
Some of you guys remember though. That was probably one of the greatest years of your life. You're probably like, oh no, I remember.
He does.
06 was the greatest shit of my life.
That makes it. And what helps it too, though, is again the carry on it.
I remember being allowed to stay up late and watch the World Series that year, those years,
You get a little bit more room,
because
and it
I got to stay up and watch them beat the Athletics on a walk-off home run by Maglio to put them in the World Series. I still remember the call of the home run.
Here's Chas McCormick.
No, it wasn't. The mid-2010s and on was terrible for us.
And it's 1-1. It sure seemed like after that.
06 Tigers got you into baseball. Yeah, they did a lot of people, I think, too, King.
Umpire Brian Willis was impressed. He keeps talking to Scope as if he just made a Lou Whitaker-like play, huh?
Yeah, how'd you do that?
You've got a better arm than I think a lot of people give you credit for. Inside, McCormick ducking out of the way. It's 2-1.
You know, if I could make those plays, I wouldn't be an umpire.
You guys remember from 2006 a player named Chris Shelton?
Yeah, I would argue you played.
Polanco and Guillen were beasts. Yeah, they were. Polanco was one of the greatest defenders I've ever seen.
He did. Yep.
2014, 2006 to 14. Yeah, that was the golden era for the Tigers. A lot of success came out of that run. Oh yeah, old Big Red Chris Shelton. That guy ruled. The Tigers could have won. It would have been something for Detroit sports back then. Yep. Anyway, 2-2 here, 2 away, bottom of the sixth. Tigers looking for a quick 1-2-3 inning from Lang.
Has 3 quality pitches.
To short, Baez. Routine, 11 pitches.
All right, there we go. Good shit by Lang.
Bullpen, and he mows down Houston.
Yeah, Shelton was like the last Rule 5 guy. I remember that was like a big deal.
Willie Castro and Tucker Barnhart.
Yeah, I would say so, Troy. Yeah, the 2000s was almost one of the greatest year for Detroit sports. With all the success minus the Tigers, yeah. Who's up? All right, Scope, Castro, and Barnhart here in the top of the seventh. Top 7, 3-2. Astros lead the Tigers. Oh, I got to stretch out a little bit. I gotta get a haircut soon. Well, Troy is gonna be an odd summer for me since I'm rooting for a soccer team. Oh yeah, I forgot you're following the Detroit soccer stuff. Detroit FC or whatever, football club. Yeah, the 2000s were good. The 2010s, not so much. Maybe the 2020s will usher in another good time for Detroit. Ah, good God, there's a long break between the 7th inning right now. Long commercial break. Sorry about that. You've seen it since 65. Hell yeah, Judy. I've seen him disappoint the fans since 2003. So we're almost at the same clip. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, it's not the short break. It's got the slider break, and you're getting some of the Tigers' best hitters to take very uncomfortable swings. And it's got more depth than most cutters do, too. It's going...
It does, Troy. It does look good for Detroit on paper.
You talk about the 12-6,
second place. That's good.
This has not only the vertical break, but the horizontal break, and has been very tough on Tiger hitters today.
He's worked his way into the 7th. Jonathan Scope greets him with a floater behind second base, and Jose Altuve takes care of it.
You try to get into situations.
One pitch, one out definitely doesn't help the inning. One away in the top of the 7th. Now up is Willie Castro. Yeah, Mother's Day is this Sunday.
That's the one that just hasn't quite been able to catch up on. The one that's eaten up and coming in on his hands.
I figure at least one team. Yeah, I would say it's probably the Pistons and the Tigers will come around. Lions are a giant question mark. I have no idea what the fuck's about to happen there. They could be randomly really good this next year. I think they're officially on my dark horse team watch.
Outside 2-0 to Willie Castro.
And ironically, the Lions could be the best team in Detroit right now, and it might not even be that close. Well, that's pretty cool, Detroit fan. Foul ball.
Well, that's why Houston is in the shift, right? I mean, because of that swing right there. So Maton starts to warm for the Astros. If you look at the
Maton's warming up for the Astros.
Only Alex Bregman is on the left side of the infield. Everybody else on the first base side of second base.
The Tigers. They're my favorite team in sports, so. Yeah, there you go, Detroit fan. There you go. I don't really care much about soccer, though, so.
You know, he doesn't just automatically.
Yeah, it's a very odd delivery, I would say. I'm surprised he doesn't make any mistakes and occasionally balk. But I guess if you keep it as a continuous motion like he does, then you can't call it a balk because he never really stops. And that might be a problem. Nope, because they can catch fly balls. And 2 down now.
Saturday, May 14th, when the Tigers host the Orioles at 4:10. Come out early to pose for photos with your favorite Star Wars characters and a whole lot more. For tickets, go to tigers.com/tickets.
All our teams have Roy candidates. Yep. You're Pollyanna. There you go, Judy.
Game 2 of this 4-game weekend series between the Tigers and the Astros. That guy right
To the Wings and Tigers. There you go.
To Star Wars night.
I'm mainly a football and baseball guy, but I don't really fuck with the Tigers or the Lions too heavily.
It doesn't look comfortable trying to watch a game, does it? What do you?
Tough to have a beverage.
Yeah, I was going to say tough to.
Yeah, Cade's about to be the best. He's the best rookie of the rookies drafted. Not even close. Evan Midley, Scotty Frauds. Who are the other ones?
Gosh, the Jetsons.
Jalen Light Blue.
Way back in the day.
Oh, that was way back, yeah.
Actually, Jalen Green's not that bad. I'll give him credit. He gets snubbed a lot too, just like Cade does. So I think he's the second best. But he's not as good as Cade, unfortunately. Sorry, Houston fans, just to tell you.
She's like, go. You and your buddies, I'll go out with the girls. Oh, boy. That's a grown man wearing that. That's funny stuff.
Pistons signing Devin Booker in 2 years anyway. You guys just wait and see. 2024 is about to be the Pistons' year. Booker, Cade, Bay, whoever they draft this year. That's a squad, boy.
All the time. I told you I was going to wear this tonight. Barnhart strikes out to end the 7th. Tigers
Really, it depends. It really all depends. The Pistons could very, very, very quickly.
Base coach Gary Pettis was an outstanding Tiger, by the way. He and our Dan Petrie are forever.
Pistons could be really, really good quick if they get Devin Booker to sign and come home. What's going on, Phil? Tigers are down 3-2, bottom of the 7th coming up. It'll be Maldonado, Altuve, and Brantley. Maldonado, Altuve, and Brantley. Bottom of the 8th coming up. 3-2. Astros lead. Ugh. Yeah, I know. We're just like, we just can't, I don't know. Yeah, tonight we can't hit for shit. This is a bad offensive night. But we're still in the game. That's, yeah. Well, it's bottom of the 7th right now. There's 2 more innings usually. We still got the 8th and the 9th, so. I'm hoping this bastard's done for. Hopefully we just chased him. Yeah, I would say so, King. They should be in championship contenders too. Yep, yeah, exactly, Woods. I agree with both you and King. Pistons are gonna get the #1 pick, Detroit fan. I already know. I've got inside sources with the NBA. Whenever I make NBA predictions, I'm usually like 99% right. I have an insight into basketball. You said bottom of the 8th at first. No, I think I said bottom 7. Yeah, I think you misheard me. You're the only one I think who heard bottom 8 coming up. Anyway, bottom 7. Maldonado, Altuve, and Brantley. You might have heard me say one of the players' names. Because the way I say things, I'll rattle off innings and stuff right after I say the names. I say it kind of like bottom of the 7th, and I'll say the 3 players' names, and then bottom of the 7th, 3-2 Astros. It's kind of a weird. I could see where you could hear it, especially with the guys' names that are batting: Maldonado, Altuve, Brantley. I could hear it. And I'm not speaking clearly because I'm off 200 milligrams of edibles. So
later on in my life, just I wouldn't forgive myself if I didn't go up and say hello to him and just, how you doing, Gary?
The only reason I know I said what I said is because I'm thinking about everything before I say it right now.
Hey, I'm doing great. I feel great.
So that way I know it makes sense before I say it.
Did what it was supposed to do.
But there is also a serious delay on see, right now I don't know what I'm about to say next, so it's slowing me down. Yeah, I love edibles. These are strong.
With the Rangers. He really was
the top 4
defensive center fielders of his generation from the early 80s to the early 90s.
Yeah, fair enough, Detroit fan.
Career for Gary Pettis.
Hopefully that don't happen. Barnes is up now. He's got a 0-1 lead here on Maldonado. 1-0 or 1-1 now. Yeah, the Pistons were great in the 2000s.
Sixth inning in the first game of that doubleheader on Wednesday.
24. That would have been 20 years since. Yeah, that's true, Woods.
Another one of those really good arms. I don't know if it's a surprise arm, but
what did he blow?
Exactly what the Tigers needed.
It's a wall side windows pitching change.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Fascinating conversation with him today about
Soto came in a tied game. You can't really blow a tied game, Pistons. So, not really sure what you mean by blew it. Soto's only blown 1 save this year, and he only blew 1 save last year. I don't know why people keep saying Soto blows things. He's only blown 2 saves in his career, so it's kind of a weird sentiment to hold.
How the umpires work behind the plate.
Well, and I think he told you also that there was no monitor.
I don't know what you mean by blew it.
For them to see, hey, am I going to get the low strike?
Use the proper terminology with baseball. Getting tired of lazy people like that. That's not the right word. He didn't blow anything last night. It wasn't a save situation. I'm not letting people use the word blown anymore in the wrong context in baseball.
Trust your catcher. And that
no, they need to use them in save situations. Like, stop using your closer in tie games in the 9th inning. That's not when closers always blow those games. Like, not really blow those. They always give runs up in those situations. I've seen literally Rivera did it, Chapman does it, this guy does it, Valverde did it. Every good closer you can think of, Hoffman, like. The 9th inning, if you're not leading in a game, I don't understand why a manager would ever bring a closer in. They always give the runs up. It's like something in their brain breaks. Like, they just have no ability to, like... Ben Wallace, yeah. I guess that's just my view. I don't know. I don't think you should use closers in non-safe situations. I don't think they pitch as good. I hope we win too. I'm enjoying the game though.
Now the payoff.
Walked him. Fuck.
The first man he faces here in the 7th.
Game 1 went good. Game 2 I didn't watch, but it didn't go good. I missed like the whole game due to being in class. Yeah, they still doing that, Troy. Yep. At least for this season, because you know the fucking short spring. They don't want it to like games to go on too long.
You're just telling yourself, you know, no, come on, I can't walk this guy. I gotta throw a strike.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not a prisoner of the moment, Pistons. So I don't think that it's as big a problem as everyone thinks it is. Tigers fans have a really bad problem of thinking every game is a wide example of the whole season. You know he has like a fucking 150 batting average. All right, have a good night, Steven. Thanks for stopping in, my friend. Best of luck, and I hope I see you tomorrow for the Game 3. Have a good night, Steven. Now, hopefully, Detroit fan. Yeah, hopefully. I wish people bitched more and more and more. What do you mean when it counts? What are you talking about? He's literally only blown 2 saves in his career. What the when it counts, you mean as a closer? He's only fucked up twice in his entire life as a closer. So I'm pretty sure he's just fine, dude. You're being facetious and you're being over dramatic about a problem that doesn't exist. The problem with yesterday was they pitched him in an on-save situation. AJ should be smarter with his fucking players and know not to pitch Greg in those situations. Should have threw Fulmer last night in the 9th. Fulmer does better in those situations. Fucking Soto does not. It's a misunderstanding of his fucking roster at some point. But again, there was 2 lefties in the lineup, so matchup-wise, it's probably the right thing to do. Especially since lefties only hit usually like 50 against him. So I don't know. Matchup-wise, it was the smart move to bring Soto in anyway. Just like it had nothing to do with the save. Like I don't know. I judge Soto on his ability to save games, not fucking set up the 10th inning.
Foul ball. 1-2. Couple of lefties tomorrow.
I'd be more critical if we were leading 3-2 and he blew the game.
For Detroit. Rodriguez still in search of his
or I don't know, Soto, your best bullpen arm, but hey, whatever. Again, I think people think too much game to game in baseball. It's not a game to go big. It's not a game to go game to game on with your evaluating talent on. I'm telling you.
Ground ball foul to first.
And you can't just put him away. He just again gets to 2 strikes.
He has a 250 batting average this year.
Now with 2 strikes,
who does?
Okay, I'm just gonna swing the bat uncontrollably. No, he's letting it get deep, being very, very careful, not looking for one particular pitch, just reacting to what he sees as it gets to the plate and kind of goes with it and tries to hit it wherever it's pitched.
Another 1-2. Fouled it at the plate.
Boy, a good pitcher's pitch by Jacob Barnes. Look at the cutter right off the outside part of the plate. Brantley just gets a piece to stay alive. And this is what makes these guys such tough outs, you know, and just getting you to the point where you make a mistake and then they end up doing damage. But
oh, yeah, he gave up 3 hits yesterday. Yeah, it's going to be a little elevated.
Just keep making those good quality pitches. Still ahead in the count.
Yeah, well, yeah, Pistons. Didn't he give up like 3 hits yesterday? I think when he was coming into that appearance, you know, he had like a 150 average before that appearance. So, yeah, you give up a few hits, the average goes up. It's usually how that works.
And Badu retires Michael Brantley.
Especially when you only have, 8 or 9 appearances going into that. Yeah, you have kind of you get roughed up.
The majority of the time with that cutter, and then finally surprises Michael Brantley a little bit, comes up and in, and he kind of fists it out and hits the weak fly ball.
No, that's crazy, Woods. Yeah, it seems to be their good year, right at the beginning of the decade.
A couple of times and hit a deep fly ball to left.
You know, part of me hopes the Tigers just have another bad season just because so many people just bitch about it. I'm just like, well, I hope they get what they want. Because clearly they have no optimism, and they're, again, it's so fucking stupid to judge baseball on a game-to-game basis.
Bregman played his college ball at LSU. He was a two-time All-American.
If you did that, you would sit every player that didn't get a hit the day before, and then you'd sit everybody. It's fucking stupid. Like, for example, like, technically, on your guys' logic, any player who doesn't have a perfect game or makes one mistake should be sat down and never used again. Like, tonight, so after today's game, can't use Barnes anymore because he gave up some hits. He's out. He's no longer good anymore. He's given up far too many hits and thrown way too many balls. And then we got to get rid of Cabrera. He's 0 for 3. Grossman's 0 for 2. I'd sit him. Candelario 0 for 3. Get rid of him. Scope 0 for 2. Get rid of him. Castro 0 for 3. Get rid of him. Badu, get rid of him. It's just get rid of all these guys because they're not doing what they're supposed to. I mean, they had a bad game, so I personally would get rid of them. Yeah, I know, Steven. I'm just trying to find consistency. Should we get rid of Torkelson because he can't hit right now?
And that's the thing. If you're going to swing 3-0, you should take.
He's had more than one bad game. I think we should cut Torkelson. Like, he's obviously a bust.
You're trying to do some serious damage.
If we're gonna just apply the same level of consistent criticism to other players that we do to guys like Soto for some fucking weird reason, let's start applying it all the way around. Like, personally, Baez hitting only 270 is a disgrace. We're paying him $26 million a year. It's disgusting. He hasn't hit 30 home runs yet, to be honest.
In the air, down the left field.
Nah, I won't. Players are at their max ability right now, Woods. If you listen to Tigers fans, the dramatic ones, you would know that this team is at its max ability right now. There is no chance that anyone improves. We have this is a nightmare all the way around. I mean, I would like you to ignore everything that happened last season with this team. Good, they're finally getting rid of Barnes. I'm pretty sure they just said he was cut live on the field. It's going to a commercial break because they're going to bring in Andrew Chafin. No, Dylan, this is it. This is their ceiling, sadly. I'm just using your guys' logic. They should literally just get rid of everyone on the team. Literally cut everybody, trade them all, because they aren't perfect yet. And go trade them for players who are all performing right now. That's what we should do. Just being consistent here. Is that what we should do because a player had a bad day? Oh, I'm being very for real. One bad game means just get rid of the player. Like, I think I agree with your guys' logic now. Just get rid of everyone who does bad in one game. Like, remove their starting role, take away their role on the team, send them to AAA. Personally, I prefer that. And just get rid of them. I think that's the way to go, right? I mean, we want to do that to Greg Soto because he had one bad appearance this year. In a situation where it wasn't even his actual job. Pistons, it's It's May 6th, dog. Do you know that there's still the entire month of May, June, July, August, September to go? What's up, Curtis? This dude's acting like it's mid-June and the Tigers are 20 games out of 500. I expected 500. Dude, I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. The entire month of May is still to be played. June hasn't happened. July, August, September. That's 5 months of the season left. I still think there's 130 games to be played. We can pump the brakes on the doom, man. I don't even think we're at a 30 games played yet this year, and some people are like, well, season's over. Can you at least wait till game 40 like most normal fucking people do before they start worrying? Oh, my goodness. It'll be okay. We're down 3-2 to one of the best teams in the American League. I think we're doing just fine. If we could hit, we'd probably be winning. Like, it's okay. Calm down. Take a breath. We'll be just fine, Tigers fans. Our pitching is very, very, very good right now. Even when everybody catches back up and people start hitting, we'll still have good pitching compared to some teams who can't pitch right now. Like I'm trying to explain this in a situation that makes a lot of sense, I think. Mid-June is when the Tigers start hitting, usually as a collective. Literally 10 days from now. It's just like last year. They started hitting and playing good baseball 10 days from now last year. Just look for that around this. It's the same dudes, basically. They're going to develop. They play the same way every year. Tigers are a late developed team because the veterans are all late developed hitters. So, of course, the young guys, the young prospects are going to take up to those kind of those attributes, those traits of the older players. Yeah, a lot of teams get. If you can tread water and go like 40-40 to the All-Star break, you will probably be a playoff team. In all honesty, a lot of 500 by the All-Star break is what you should be aiming for. I'll be honest. If you can go like 2-3 above 500 into the All-Star break, you're in really good fucking shape. I would say if we had one more win, we'd be just fine right now. The losses are oh, that was all right. Bases loaded. Uh-oh. This guy just walked the bases loaded. Is this Greg Soto wearing an Andrew Chafin mask? Is this? Hold on a minute. They got the same hair. Wait a minute. We play the A's 5 games coming up on, including a doubleheader on Tuesday. Yeah, the 5-game set against the A's is going to be crucial. If we could take 5 games against them, our season is back on track, baby. Look at the Braves. They handed our ass. What happened? Oh, yeah, the Braves got going after a while. 1-0. Shit, dude. This is the guy we should have brought in last night. Oh, that's a squeeze. Come on. Oh, that's a ball, too. Home cooking. Yeah, I hope we can actually beat the fucking A's, though. I don't know. I highly doubt that shit. If we don't start hitting and fucking playing deep, like, winning games, dude. Ugh. Please get him out. 2-0. Oh, thank God. Oh, no. Oh, that's at the warning track, and he flies out. Holy shit, that was a deep fly ball. Tigers are a brand new team that was still trying to get going because of spring training. Yeah, exactly. Curtis, yeah, we just got to give it some time. Just got to give it some time. Yeah, we'll get going, T. I'm not too worried. Again, now say 10 games into the future. We are dramatically under 500. We're looking like last year. I'll be like, all right, well, this season's a wash. Hopefully we can finish around 500. Then I'll start to agree with you guys. But it's like, for now, it feels way, way, way too early to hit any even kind of like panic button. Again, and I think the reason for me is because of the the issue surrounding spring training this year has made me a lot more flexible or like forgiving of the start of the season. Does that make sense? I think that's more so than anything. Let's win this game. Why are the Astros fans making you mad? Oh, yeah, you live in Houston, so they're probably talking a lot of shit. Anyway, it'll be Baddoo, Grossman, and Baez against Phil Maton. Baddoo, Grossman, and Baez. Top of the 8th coming up, 3-2. Astros lead. Let's see if the Tigers can tie this thing up. Oh, boy.
Tomorrow and this year, we have more than 5,500 in-person registrants and nearly 1,000 virtual participants from 47 states, the District of Columbia, and 6 other countries. But we're going for all 50 states, and we need your help. We want at least one participant from all 50 to participate in the race virtually. So please tweet your friends in Connecticut, Delaware.
I think I'd be treating the Tigers like my high school team. My fault, Rob. Oh, you're good, T.
Let's get this done, folks. Remember, all proceeds go.
No reason to say your fault, man. What's up, Connor? I think even if the Astros didn't cheat, I still think they would have been beat. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 100%.
A little short of my breath, but we're going to do it. That's impressive. 47 of the 50 states. Really impressive. Love the fact that everybody is getting involved. Phil Maton is in for Houston here in the 8th. Maton
Agreed, Woods, agreed.
Baddoo, Grossman, and Baez.
Otherwise, just feels like excuses. I don't know.
Astros with 12 appearances. Has that low 90s fastball, curveball, slider. Those that slider and curveball about the same percentage.
Lefties are hitting just 190 off Phil Maton. First pitch way outside. Love to get this guy aboard here to start the 8th, Dan.
And I think that's why, because of the
Driving back from D.C. for a school trip, and you're the only thing helping you survive. It's hella boring. I'm sorry to hear, Doshi. That does sound like it'd be boring. It's cool to go see D.C., but it's also like, oh boy, it's a long trip. All you really need is a dinger. True, true.
Grounded out and struck out.
Yeah, Daniel, I agree. That'd be nice.
Luis Garcia
1-1 here for Baddoo.
struck out a season-high 9 in 7 innings.
Oh, no, they're going to bring in Joe Jimenez next inning.
15 Tigers in a row to end.
We can still win this game. Why would they do that? Home run? Nope.
To left field.
Fly out.
Is there and 1 out in the Tigers' 8th.
Top of the 8th, 1 away. Baddoo flies out. Now Grossman's up, top of the lineup, so it'll be Grossman then Baez with 1 away.
And Framber Valdez, our coverage here on begins with Tigers Live. John Keating, Craig Monroe, and Trevor Thompson have it.
Well, we'll be live for Game 3 tomorrow. Looks like it's on about 4 o'clock.
Justin Verlander, you don't want to miss that. Very revealing.
Jeez, we're up to 54 likes. Thank you guys, by the way. Very, very kind to see all those likes. I appreciate that. Very, very kind. Yeah, he was dominant. He was like Screwball the other day.
He faced the Astros last year in the playoffs.
I don't know what's going on.
Moments out there, so he's wanting to get his first win for the Tigers. Good.
All right, well, Grossman's pitching. Matt and I guess I'd have a conversation. I don't know what's going on. It'll be that's suspicious. Grossman with 1 away. 3-2 Astros lead. Top of the 8th. Yeah, Garcia's been pretty good.
Interesting responses to those kinds of questions and those kind of issues in his career in that interview I've got with him coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, we look forward to watching it.
Said good.
Really good interview in that Houston clubhouse earlier today. Robbie Grossman
That's in strike 1.
Second time tonight and takes a strike. Verlander also said last year getting away and spending time with his family really helped him actually focus on baseball a little bit better. Appreciates what he's doing here in the latter stages of his life. Baseball life, anyway. He's still a young man overall.
Here's the 0-1.
Grossman fouls it away.
Be foul ball. So 1 away here in the bottom of the top of the eighth. Top of the eighth, 1 away. 3-2 Astros lead. 0-2 count on Robbie Grossman. Phil Matten on the mound.
I think he's just glad not to be seeing those nasty cutters from Garcia.
Outside.
That'll be outside. Good pitch. 1 and 2 now. Thought there was already a ball. My bad. Here's a fun fact about Robbie Grossman. He can bench press 651 pounds. And he once beat up a bull. Here's the 1-2 from Matten.
Moved his feet to make it 2-2.
All right, 2 and 2. I have a lot of the cool player facts. I'll be letting you know them as they come up to bat from now on. I got a sheet in front of me.
Grossman still looking for his first home run of the season.
I don't know why he fights bulls, or fought a bull at least. He can bench press a lot of weight though, so that's an interesting combination of things.
Outside 3-2.
3 and 2. I got some good ones for Baez.
Full count. He's been throwing a lot of breaking pitches. See if he still has the confidence. See him holding that ball. Got the change-up grip. Doesn't want to change it in his glove, give anything away. Now he'll go to whatever pitch he wants to throw.
Popped it up left side. Bregman is over there. 2 outs in the top.
2 down in the bottom. Why do I keep saying bottom half of the inning? 2 down in the top half of the 8th. I keep wanting to think it's the bottom of the 8th for some reason. I'm not really certain as to why. It's like, well, that wouldn't be. It's not correct.
Went to the 3-2 curveball and was able to pop up Robbie Grossman.
Nothing yet on my. I'm looking for my grades real quick.
1 for 3. Single back in the first, safe on an error in the third, and he struck out last time up.
Finals just ended, so I'm kind of like trying to figure out what's going on with my grades, you know. I got 1A, and the other class is the one I'm looking for now. So if I can get 2 A's, that means I 4-0'd my first semester, of my first year of grad school. That'd be pretty great. Would help me down the road. Here's Javier Baez. His interesting fact: he's actually Greek, and his great ancestor helped build the pyramids.
You see him with that open stance, and again late in the ball game.
Pretty crazy. 2-0 for Javier Baez with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th.
Tie the game up. You want to make sure that he earns it, and it's something that's out over the plate.
Phew, that was almost a gnarly pitch. 3-0 on Baez. If that would have broke a little harder or a little bit better thrown pitch, that would have been the nastiest kind of pitch. Oof.
Those hangers on the inside part of the plate, they just can't keep throwing them out there.
See, I could just say the truth about Miguel Cabrera, and everything I could say would sound like a hilarious fib.
You know,
Nah, foul ball.
Yeah, I just think you let him.
He didn't want to walk there.
As he says, you bought the bat, you bought the power. This is AJ, you know, and he's got long ball, and you're down by a run. You let him rip away, and Javi took a big swing again. You don't want him.
Nah.
You're gonna unleash him 3-0.
You didn't bring in, like he just said, you didn't bring in Javier Baez to walk right here. You literally brought him in to swing for the fence on a 3-0 pitch in the top of the 8th. 100%. I'm sorry to tell you, but that's what we brought him in here to do. I would be annoyed if this guy started walking all the goddamn time. I'd be like, well, this literally is like we already have this. This guy's supposed to be a home run guy, or at least a fucking pop bat.
What's interesting is that the Astros have done it 16 times, and yet they're 4 games above the break even and only 1.5 back in the West entering tonight. Baez waits on the 3-2.
Oh, Jesus. How do you strike out at... Oh, fucking Christ.
Houston pitchers. Detroit goes 1-2-3 for the 5th inning in a row.
How does he do... Oh, my God. What? Dude, he's so frustrating. Hey, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you, Dustin. That was so frustrating. It's like, why do you swing at those two? You swing at 4, but you let 6 go. Man, he's the most frustrating player in baseball sometimes. Yeah, no. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know what... he just watched it. I have no idea what he was... He must have just not thought that was coming. Yeah, it feels like it, Troy, because I don't know why. Man, he's so weird. He's our best hitter, so I'm not gonna shit talk him. He's very frustrating. All right, Joe, thanks for tuning in, man. Yeah, I'll be live again, man. I appreciate you tuning in, Joe. You have a great night, my friend. You have a good night. Not really. Baez is our best hitter. Probably should move him out of the 2-hole, though. You're just saying dumb shit. Well, I gave you a second chance, and you only came around saying more dumb shit, so see you later. I don't agree with your sentiment.
After a Pena double, Chas McCormick hit a 2-run homer.
You're fine, Post.
It traveled 408
no reason to be sorry, my friend. No reason to be sorry.
Martin Maldonado quickly followed with an opposite field shot.
Smart money, you know. Stupid money don't make money.
But that's where it is right now. 3-2 Houston in a tight one.
Yeah, and especially after getting the first 2 outs in that second inning to give up 3 runs. That's why you see the frustration on Beau Brieske's face. He's just thinking, man, I'm almost out of that inning. I've got the bottom 3 in the order, and it ends up costing me 3 runs. And right now, that's the difference in the ballgame.
Andrew Chafin.
The Astros' best hitter is hitting 280, so I'm not really know what point you're making. And no, our best average guy is probably hitting 300 plus, but yeah, I would classify Baez as our best hitter. You do know Altuve's hitting 235. Brentley's hitting... Oh, he's your best hitter. He's hitting 280. No one's hitting good.
Houston, but A.J. Hinch is going to take the ball from Andrew Chafin. He will go back to his bullpen with the leadoff man aboard.
Oh, 1 on, nobody out. Here comes Pena now. No, she's saying that because I said Baez is our best hitter, and she's kind of the person's like, "Hey, so your best hitter is hitting 240." Yeah, I mean technically so is yours in Altuve. So I don't know what kind of shit you're trying to talk, but technically Altuve is your best player, and he's hitting 230. So weird. It's almost like your best hitter doesn't always mean they have the best average at that current point in time. Again, some people just don't understand what baseball is. Like, if you look at the Tigers lineup, you're either going to say Miguel's their best hitter or you're going to say Javier Baez is their best hitter. And right now, at this current stage of their careers, you're going to say Javier Baez. Do you get how that works, Penny? But like technically, no. Our best hitter, if you just went off average, would be like Harold Castro. Yeah, it's so weird when people say stuff. Yeah, Meadows is our second best. Yeah. Yeah, he has been. He just gets a lot of fucking base hits. Candy, I don't know. Probably. I'd put Miggy above Candy right now, but like probably not for long. Then I'd put Torque up there. Torque's really good, just despite the dude is so unlucky at the plate. One of the things that's hurting Spencer Torkelson the most is he's got a very, very, very good eye. And these umps are very, very bad this year. He's gotten so fucking frustrated with bad calls against him this year because he's a rookie. I don't think he's used to this. He's a problem. But the issue is he's getting very hosed by official umping right now. Dude, it's the worst. Yeah, dude, they're really going, welcome to the bigs, kid. And it's like, dude, he has a better eye than this. But again, he never was going to be the high average guy of the group of rookies that, you know, the powerful, like, great crop of class of rookies that came up across MLB. He was never going to be like the average guy, Torkelson. He was always going to be like 260, 270 as a hitter in the majors. But, like, the thing with him is it's going to be anywhere from 30 to 40 home runs a season probably with this dude. He's a serious power hitter. All right, Big Joe. Double play. Runner at first, nobody out. Oh, shit. Pickoff move on Tucker, nothing going.
Pena started the big second inning for Houston.
Stars 10. Did we lose? Did the Panthers lose?
Beau Brieske. Pena hit a double to left. Then McCormick followed with a 2-run homer, and Martin Maldonado with a solo job.
The double play would be awesome. The whole rookies got worse calls is a big reason. Yeah, they need those robo umps. I agree. At least at this point now, I do.
Keep watching Kyle Tucker down there at first base. He's leaning, but Tucker Barnhart's got a real good look at him over at first base with the right-handed hitter up.
Ooh, inside and brushed him back a little bit, 1-2.
And that's okay. That 0-2 pitch. Probably not exactly where Tucker Barnhart wanted it, but you don't want that guy leaning out over the plate. You just threw him a slider thinking that, okay, I'm going to go back out there again. I mean, by no means are you trying to hit anybody in this situation. You're trying to just get him out. You don't need any more base runners. Hopefully that makes him a little think differently.
There goes Tucker, and Barnhart bobbled it. A stolen base for Kyle Tucker to get in scoring position here in the 8th inning.
Yeah, Tucker Barnhart, same thing. I mean, he can see that jump out of the corner of his eye. And it's just a tough pitch to throw. He's got to reach up there, dodge the ball, you know, thinking that it's got a chance of hitting the batter. So he just reaches up. He's got to bring it all the way over there and make a quick release, and just wasn't able to make a clean transfer to his throwing hand. And Tucker
no, second quarter. All right. Hopefully the Panthers can win it. Well, there goes the double play on a stolen base, and look at what's the count, 2-2. He's focusing way too much on the runner.
The 2-2. Popped it up.
Oh, there we go. Good pitch.
Shallow left. Baez out.
Maybe.
In comes Willie Castro. He called.
Wow, you know that play from earlier. It's almost like the same fucking thing. God damn it.
2 outs to go.
By the way, that was the exact same ball that was hit earlier today that confused the Tigers fielders and led to a 2-run homer. See how easy that was for Willie Castro to run in and catch that ball, but how much more difficult it would have been if they depended on Baez to keep running for that? Yeah, I don't know what Baez was doing earlier in the game, but
His second home run of the season.
oh, in the league standings in baseball or in the USFL? The probably one of the worst teams in the American League, but probably like right around where the Royals are. Also, I don't know. But like if we win like 3 games in a row, we jump up from like last to like 5th in the AL. So it's kind of it's all pretty varied right now. You know what I mean? I don't even give a shit about standings at this point.
Fastball out over the plate off of Brieske. So Joe goes to the slider down.
I assume everyone's. Yeah, dog. It's, you know, Miles, and I know I use that excuse a lot, but it's like 5 games different. We could be in first place in the division. You know, it's so like a skid this way, a slide up this way. One team goes left, you go right. It's too early to be. Again, the number I tell people is always 40 games. That seems to be like the accepted amount of games where you could start looking at things and should start paying attention. Hey, all right, you have 10. All right, you're about 6 games under 500. You should probably play a little better, but that's not the end of the world. Oh, you're 12 games under. Uh-oh. You might want to get to start to winning. You've got 28 losses. Strike 2. Good pitch. 2-2 or 1-2 now. Yeah, I'm a half. I'm even more of an 80 game guy before I really start to panic. What's up? What's up?
Out of the strike zone, he lets it go, and Joe gets the call.
Who's batting right now? McCormick. Probably high and up, like high and like slightly out of the middle, like up the middle. Yeah, Dustin, but it's a good spot to like kind of review where you are a quarter of the way through. It feels very, very, very early, but it's also probably a good spot to take inventory of. I think it's very rare teams that are like 10 games under 500 at the 40 mark and make the playoffs, because that puts you in a really rough spot. You're like, what? I don't even know what that record would be. Oh, no. Oh, Castro makes the play. All right. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Hopefully you're doing good too, Dustin. Ryan Presley's warming up. I think they're going to bring in their other closer, Toro.
Quality at bat right where, not at bat, but I mean, great job by Joe Jimenez in that at bat.
Dan. The Nationals were 31-59 in 2019. Yeah, they were a generational bad team, though. That's what someone called them. They were a generational type rarity.
And a good quality sequencing the whole way around in that particular at bat to McCormick.
Here's Maldonado. Hopefully we can get this guy out. Should be not too difficult.
It just never ceases to amaze me.
Yeah, I know. The Nationals were a historic team, though. They were a little team of destiny that could. I mean, the Tigers could be a little team of destiny. It's not impossible. But very rarely would a team 28 games under 500 turn it around and make the playoffs. No, I know the Nationals were literally, they're one of the rarest teams because of their record. They were like 20 plus under. They're one of the only teams to have a turnaround like that and actually like do something and like win. 0-2. All right, down low. Come on, Big Joe. You can throw anything here, and you'll get this dumb shithead. Just do not throw a fastball right down the middle like Beau Brieske did. That might have been the wildest shit I've ever seen a pitcher do, is just throw a guy right down the middle of like a non-moving fastball. Oh, he sucks. I think someone did bet on the Nationals, and they won quite a bit of money. Oh, no. All right. You've been a lot worse. Oh, I'm sorry to hear, man. I'm sorry to hear. I hope things get better, Dustin. All right. Top of the ninth coming up. Tigers' last bats. Can they do it again? They did it yesterday. This time they only need to run. Can they do it? We shall see. It'll be Cabrera, Candelario, Castro. Cabrera, Candelario, and Harold Castro here in the top of the ninth. 3-2 Astros lead. Tigers have only collected 2 hits today. They've been basically demoralized and neutered since the start. Basically since they scored them runs in the third. They just haven't done nothing. Garcia shut us down, and the Matten shut us down, and that's just been it. Wake up the bats. Yeah, they're sleeping. You know why we're called the Tigers? Because we always come back to tie the game. Yeah, the comeback cats. Oh, the Tigers. Okay. Alrighty, though. Cabrera, Candelario, and maybe Harold Castro, unless he gets pinch hit. We're very similar teams, so when they won the World Series, and what's even more ironic about that, they both beat the Astros. Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, that's what someone was saying. There was a shitload of postponements. Montero's into. Oh, this guy's a problem. Yeah, pretty much all the East Coast games, and then these two. But Baltimore, Philly, New York, Cleveland, yeah. Fucking pouring out here. It's like weird, rainy, shitty hurricane weather or whatever. Pretty crazy though, Trevor. I agree. But yeah, I know, Sup. It's crazy how many times the Astros have been to the World Series. I think it's just pouring. I don't really know too much, Troy. Could be a hurricane's brewing. But I think it's just been a storm went out east, like a rainstorm. My only guess.
Let's hope it's a little bit later, Keith.
And the only time they won is when they cheated. Sheesh.
Just 1 for 11 with
we can work on Montero. All right.
But the pitching for Houston, which is underrated.
Oh, come on, Michelle. You're dog water. Your whole family's dog water. Your bloodline is dog water. Literally, it's made of hot dog. Oh, god damn it. Well, that's not the way to start off the ninth. One away. Damn. Well, that was unfortunate.
That's exactly what he was trying to do. Jump him first pitch, and unfortunately it's a ground ball right to third base, but you're just one swing away, so it's just get somebody.
Here's Candelario.
One swing away from taking the lead.
Yeah, another good outing by Brieske. Great pitching today overall by the Tigers, only giving up 3 runs, scattering 7 hits. Only problem is the offense didn't do shit all again.
Be aggressive right here too. I don't know that Candy's necessarily going to be swinging at the first pitch.
Looks at one outside.
What are you talking about, Penny?
For him to get ahead. Misses outside.
A lot of teams have lost to the Astros. Hell yeah, Daniel. What do you think, about?
Down low, 2-0.
Yeah, if we catch that ball, yeah, I think so. Giving up that 2-run homer after that drop ball was brutal for this team. 2-0 for Candelario. It'd be cool if he could do it again. That'd be a wild turn here. Clutch hitting Candy. Yeah, I don't know why. They were talking to you. Oh yeah, I don't know. I'd ignore that person. They're a bit of a weirdo. Yeah, I don't know what his problem is.
Fouls it back.
2-1.
Last night you predicted success for Jamer Candelario, and he delivered.
Yeah, he got that hanging breaking ball up. You see the reaction right there. He knows he did not throw that one where he wanted to. And that's why I thought he'd be swinging that last pitch to try to do the same exact thing tonight.
That was a 2-run shot for Candelario.
Ooh, 3-1.
Houston win it in the bottom half of the ninth.
Same situation, 3-1. And Montero the same way. He doesn't want a base runner. So you might just challenge him.
Candelario's weirdly clutch. He already has 7 game-winning home runs in his career. That's a pretty crazy stat for someone. Or you get at least game-tying home runs. It's close, yeah. All right, full count. Yeah, same here, Troy. I like what I've seen from the kid. I just wish our offense didn't suck so much doo-doo. But there's a lot of positives to take away from this game. Again, we have very, very good pitching.
Here's the payoff. Spoiled it.
Would you see the little slight hesitation right there in the delivery?
And I think it'll remain good as the hitting around the league warms up.
Went nice and easy motion. Much different than Luis Garcia. Very easy.
Full count again here for Candelario. Top of the ninth, 1 away, 3-2 Astros lead. Here's the full count from Montero. Candy struck out.
It's just a tough pitch. Just a tough pitch for Jamer. Goes to 3-2.
All right, well, last shot. Here comes, I guess, Harold Castro.
But again, they see him way out in front. The 3-2 changeup.
Wonder if they're actually going to let Harold Castro bat here.
And then just a nasty 3-2 pitch. I mean, there's not a whole lot that can be done right there when you're protecting against.
Oh, no, it's Candelario. Son of a bitch. Ball one to Castro. Yeah, we'll see what happens. He's not a very clutch hitter. I mean, he's hitting 340. I mean, the guy just doesn't get out right now. So, I mean, I guess the right move is to just leave his dumbass hitting. It's not going to be any extra, but he might hit a single. He very well could hit a single.
Swung on and missed. 2-1.
See, Sean, I'm glad you're at least, of all the people, if Sean can at least notice that there is something here, and once they can figure out, the fucking plate thing. Sean's a known hater.
Harold's got that pop. He can hit one out too.
Fouls it away. Tigers are down to their last strike.
Harold, not tonight. He's all right.
38,000.
I know, Sean. That's why I was saying.
Trying to cheer on the Astros.
Yeah, I know. We're only losing 3-2 to one of the best teams in baseball. But, there's nothing good here. But no, once the offense gets going, I like what I see out of this team. Quite a bit, especially on the pitching side. Defensively, kind of buns, but I hope that's the same thing as the offense. Here's the 2-2. Castro fouls it away. I really don't know why we didn't pinch it.
It feels good sometimes to end the game or try to end the game with your best pitch. And Harold Castro does a good job to foul it off.
If only Willie Castro would have called off Javier Baez. Yeah, bullpen. I've never had a good bullpen on a team. I'm enjoying that. GG Astros fans. Good game. You guys go up 2-0 on the series. We literally didn't hit since the third inning. I think we got out every single batter in the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th innings. Yeesh. Well, GG's to the Astros. You guys dominated us. We fucking cannot hit. We got 2 total and just stopped right here. And then put zeros all the way through here. That's a bad performance tonight. Can't repeat that tomorrow. Hopefully we hit better. Hopefully our pitching stays the same because that's been a good part of the series. Make per 1,000. It depends on the YouTuber. You have a CPM that dictates that. Like mine is about 9. So I can make about 450 and it's about half of your CPM. So I make about 450 per 1,000. Yeah, Ghost, I agree. This offense sucks ball sack. Yeah, you guys aren't going to find me disagreeing with the offensive takes. I just hope that I'm more correct that the offense will get going here soon. We'll see, though. Really hope so. Ooh, or else it's going to be a long year. But, again, not a bad. It was a great game. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I agree, Sup. That error with when we had 2 outs and the ball was popped up and Javier Baez went to make a play in left field, but Willie Castro, I guess for some reason, just let him do it. Literally, just for some reason, Willie Castro let an infielder call him off on a fly ball, which is stupid. And and then the next guy up hit a 2-run homer. And then the following guy hit a 3-run home or a solo homer. So, yeah, the inning got extended. We gave up home runs because of it. You never give a second chance to a team like the Astros because that's exactly what they do to a mistake you make. Oh, wow, holy crap. Thank you guys, by the way, for the 63 likes. That's crazy. They're quite quick on capitalizing, and that's exactly what they did. So, hopefully tomorrow's a better game. Hopefully tomorrow we push towards getting this to be a split maybe. Yeah, same here, Troy. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming out. I hope I was a little bit more reserved tonight. Not as in anyone's face about anything except for the idiot Dylan, Pepperoni Boy. Yeah, it was a great game. Great game. I enjoy pitching matchups, so I'm not too upset, but it would be nice to see the offense back up some of this great pitching we're doing right now. But all right, Daniel, have a good night. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. I'm going to get out of here a little bit early because I'm going to enjoy my night. I'm done for this semester for school, so there won't be any more getting into the ways of the Tigers games unless I'm just busy that evening with, hanging out and whatnot. Astros finna kill you. I'm sorry, T. But all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here kind of quick tonight. I'm sorry to dip out, without much of a breakdown, but we'll be live again. Let's take a peek, I guess, at the schedule. What's up, Jacob? What do we got for games coming up? Isn't it crazy? We play the Astros for 5 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But anyway, 4 o'clock and then 2 o'clock. So yeah, we'll be live at about 4:03 tomorrow. About 4:02, and then 2:07 on Sunday, and then all the normal times for the Athletics. Oh, we're home versus the Athletics. Okay, I thought we were on the road. Thank God, dude. All right, Dustin, I appreciate you, man. You have a good night. Thank you, everybody. You have a great rest of your evening. Troy, Dustin, Jacob, T, Judy, you guys all have great nights. Thank you to everyone who hung out and chatted. Thank you to everyone who left a like. Thank you, Brett, for the donation that you left. I appreciate that as well, my friend. All right, that's about all I got. There's another 3-hour stream, though. Baseball's crazy. Yep, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all. Have a great night. I will see you tomorrow if you tune in. If not, I'll see you Sunday or whenever you tune in next. Peace out. Take her easy. Go Lions. Go Patriots. Still go Tigers, even though we can't score runs anymore. We'll eventually break free. Remember, remain positive, and yeah. Have a good weekend too, Dustin. I'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon for some midday Tigers baseball.